Alrighty, so it is another day to say hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the South Asian Cup of Day 2 Grand Final. So, day 1, we did witness phenomenal gameplays from each of these dominating teams from three nations. We got the Maldivians, we got the Sri Lankans, and we also got the Bhutanese as well. So we were able to witness, there were double chicken dinners. We also had the first match literally being devoured by team EQZ Esports. Now today is a new day, so we'll be usually kicking things off with Erangel. We can see the plane pathway has already been created all the way from Snoka leading to Lipoka. So I believe, there would be some more tendency to kind of have vision into possible fight drop clashes, possibly around in Ferry Pier, and most definitely around in Liporka, Milta. So let us see. I think we got some teams going all the way towards Sosnoka military base at the moment. We also can see Team VX is moving into Primorsk at the moment. And QZ's seems to be moving into a completely different location. Now the question here is, guys, I think Mini might most possibly get into a very devastating situation because we can see there's a whole squad right in Ferry Pier. ISSLs might definitely get into the first fight, the very first engagement fight over here. We can see so many of them Susti moving into a completely different location as well. However, Mini seems to be in deep trouble at the moment. So let's see which team would be able to get the first knock, first blood, or score in a couple of elimination points early on itself. So we can see definitely mostly around in school, shelter area, there seems to be a little bit of engagement because we can see about 4 to 5 teams within the... And there you have it, guys. The first knock has been taken by Team VE, I believe. You can see Chris trying to confirm the opponent over here. However, he seems to be, moving all the way towards the particular stone area, making sure that Chris is unable to run him over. We can see Team V is over here holding towards the right side of the shelter location. LOD Esports over here at Yasnaya today. And they will be taking the fight against Team TLQ once again. Now TLQ versus LOD is the definite fight we need to watch, guys, because yesterday we did see how the teams were able to go against one another in every Erangel maps. I think we're going to witness that once again. We can see VEs confirming their first elimination. I think one of the HELLY members was knocked out once again. About 50 seconds left. We will be closing into stage 2 of the damaging zone as well. Let's see, guys, TLQ versus LOD. Now, if you feel like TLQ Esports most probably might be able to secure the win over here in Yasnaya, drop your favorite team's name over there in the comments below. And if you feel like, it might possibly be Team LOD, well, definitely would love to see some cheer coming in the comments below as well. There you have it, guys. Adios, going ahead with a couple of sprays. However, it does not connect towards the opposition team over here. So far, Team VE seems to be at the top, leading with 1 elimination point so far. Now, yesterday we did see some really aggressive gameplays coming from each and every team. So let's see if it's going to be the same for day 2 as well, or would they rather kind of, play it really safely. So you can see a couple of shots being taken at Team AKAZAYA, Manu over here. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 71 remaining. Only just one person has been taken out. Team seems to be kind of playing safe early on itself, and we can see Team AKAZAYA getting a couple of shots from those that have already conquered Severny. I believe that would be Team RB. Alright, so AKAZAYA is moving into a completely different location at the moment. I feel like they might most possibly hold on to upper grounds over here. Given that RBs have completely moved into different locations as well. We can see TLQ Esports over here still holding on to the fight. Not sure if they really want to take the fight or maybe, you know, kind of play it out really safe. And I'm for certain not sure what Aslan is trying to do there over as well. LOD Esports seems to be somewhat top pretty much. I mean, it was a double chicken dinner they had there. And if you take a look at the leaderboard, they stand in hashtag second position with a total of 63 points. Meanwhile, we got EQZs leading with 69 points, Nexus with about 50 points as well. ISSLNRC right behind them with 38 points, and we also got Get Wrecked with 33 points. So these are the top 5 teams. Now, these table rankings may shift, may change possibly, given that, you know, if another team happens to perform better for day 2, because we do have 5 matches left out to be played. And what you're witnessing right now is the first match, which is Erangel. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 71 remaining, and the circle will be shrinking in further. So if you take a closer look, guys, we can see almost all of the teams have made their way straight into the circle, and D2W seems to be holding on to the mid of the zone. Meanwhile, we got EQZs rotating towards D2W's location. Another thing that I would love to primarily bring into highlight is, you know, how Team EQZ had a couple of MVPs, not just couple, rather a duo, a deadly duo. It was Octane and Tabish, if you guys can remember. And also, let's not forget Caesar, leading with 14 eliminations in just one single match. That itself proves how these teams really want to make through their way in getting crowned for this championship of your South Asian Cup. Right, so we can see XFs most definitely have a really high chance over here, given that no one is around in Malta. Still stagnant with 18 teams and 71 remaining. No one seems to be getting into fights early on. And speak of the devil, here comes G6s getting a couple of damage from right around the corner. However, not that much damaging, given that it has not created an impact where they might have fallen off. In about 49 seconds, we will be closing into the next stage of the damaging zone as well. So mind you, just to reiterate on things, guys, we did witness a lot of clashes earlier within the stage 2, stage 3 itself. Alright, let's see, guys. Rush B Esports over here overlooking into Team XF. But I don't think they'll be engaging into a fight anytime sooner. And we can see Team AKAZAYA getting the next fight with VEs. If you see, we can see Vicky has been knocked out. Let's see if they're in a position where the revive could happen. Oops, doesn't seem like it, because here comes Manu as well. You can see the revive happening at the same time, and the whole squad of AKAZAYA is moving straight into Team VE. Manu in his last HP, and down goes Manu over here, guys. 3-man coverage from Team AKAZAYA. And we also got Sashi taking out it completely out. VE seems to be in a bit of trouble early on itself, but let's see if VE will be able to topple against Team AKAZAYA, or will it be Team AKAZAYA? And down goes 3 members of VEs. So just last man standing will be Chris. Seems like Chris will be holding on to the placement and, you know, making sure that he doesn't give out any proximity to his location towards the opposition team over there. So we can see the first fight has been between Team AKAZAYA versus VEs, and you can see Chris taking out the knock over here, taking out Aku. Chris moving completely into the different, he's literally crossing through the water itself, trying to confirm Aku over here. But let's see if he would have enough time to do that so. Unless, of course, Aku decides to give out information to his team exactly where Chris's location is at. ISSL somewhat closely moved into Pochinki at the moment. Somehow Mini had the strength to be survived in Ferry Pier. My early prediction was actually, thinking that Mini would be able to, Mini would have gotten the fight early on itself, given that he was literally surrounded by a squad over there by Gen 6s. You can see NEXUS now kind of moving into Gen 6's esports over here. There you guys, TLQ is taking the fight against Team NG. Seems like they will not be taking the fight against LODs, hence they've kind of moved forward, taking the fight against whoever the opponent that they're facing on their track. See Scout confirming one of the eliminations as well. Still stagnant with 18 teams, however the remaining count seems to be lowering. Well, by the minute we move into stage 4, definitely we're going to see a lot of fighting as teams huddle against one another and, kind of get into closer proximity as well. Stagnant with 20 seconds left, and you can see Team VE is last man standing over here. Chris. They've already secured 2 eliminations, so that leads up to, I guess, just a 3-man power from Team AKAZAYA, and you can see D2Ws over here kind of holding on to the mid of the location, making sure that no one gets into their position, no one gets into their layer. You can see XFs kind of taking a couple of shots against VXs. One of their members literally, and he must have gotten, he would have had the tendency to get knocked over there. And down goes Mighty. Here comes ISSLs. Guys, he literally turned third party them over here. So taken the first knock, I believe ISSLs will be moving into the rush anytime sooner. Unless, of course, the revive happens. But from the looks of it, guys, Mini seems to be the only person in visual at the point. The rest of the ISSLs are kind of making their way. And here it is. Here comes the rush, guys. Batman goes down. Amazing shot over there by Team ISSL. So Batman will not have any time. And down goes Jimmy over there by beautiful grenade that was connected by Snake. Let's see if Snake would be able to take down the opposition member over here. Another grenade, but let's see if the grenade connects anytime sooner. Lucifer moving into the very apartment. Susti being taken out as well. Two members knocked over here. Let's see, guys. Lucifer versus Snake is what we're witnessing. Down goes Lucifer as well. Last man standing will be Mini. Down goes Mini, and that was a quick squad wipe against Team ISSLs. Alright, so Team XS were able to secure 3 eliminations in total. That leads them to be at the top of the leaderboard for now. Along with it, we got Team VEs right behind their tails. So with that, guys, the first team to be eliminated will be ISSLNRC. And we are down to 17 teams with just 61 remaining. The heat is, it is kind of, at the tip of the verge at the moment. It's kind of spurring up, cooking up, it's getting cooked. Bad, does it? Yeah, just keep it there. Alright, so we can see XFs kind of, having that pride moment in them already, taking the whole squad wipe over there in just split seconds. You can see Snake definitely had his time over there. It was literally the Snake in that team. And EQZ is taking the next fight over here. We can see Tabs has already taken one of the knocks. Let's take a closer view. And the circle has shrunk in further. So we can see the circle seems to be somewhat lowering, going towards the southern side. Somewhat in between farm and Milta, and also in between shelters. It's going to be like a trigonal shape, to be honest. That's just a prediction that I make. So we can see EQZs will not be taking the fight anytime sooner directly. Seems to be they've taken the fight against Team Rushbees. We also got Team D2Ws, VXs over here. Now mind you guys, EQZs just have a point of 69, and this can be easily caught up by LODs if they have the capacity to perform today with all 5 matches. But if they aren't able to, well, that's gonna obviously lead up to still Team EQZs. And you can see Nexus taking the next fight against Team LOD, guys. Godson being taken out as well. Let's see, will it be Team Nexus or will it be Team LOD? So these are two really top performing teams. This is something that we love to watch. We did witness, how LOD Caesar was able to give a perfect score of, making himself to be titled as the MVP with all the 14 eliminations. So here comes the spray over here by Caesar. Unfortunately, does not connect. You can see Hades being taken out completely. Another spray over here, but does not connect towards the opposition at all. D2W is taking the next fight against Team VXs. Now here comes the fights, guys. It's getting pretty much intense now. Mind you, we are still in stage 3. We're still stagnant with 17 teams. However, VX is holding on the same location. I think Nero will be revived in time, and the circle will also be closed in 21 seconds. Alright, so VE Esports over here. Solo man still surviving at the moment. The shots trying to take out Giles over here. Giles at his last HP as well. However, makes his way into survival over here. He can blink on the second. TLQ seems to be in trouble over here, guys. Jammu having closer vision into who was kind of going at it against his teammate, that was Giles. The revive has already been taken over here, and I think they just received a rush. The team, not sure if I'm seeing it right. Will be Team Nexus Vanguard versus Team OUTLAWZ is what we're witnessing right now. Todd over here taking the knock. Let's see if he'll be able to take the next knock as well. Unfortunately, he was unable to, and down goes Todd as well. So last two men standing for Team Nexus Vanguards, Nexus Godsons and Giles themselves. What? Did they just take out Team OUTLAWZ? How did that happen? That was a quick squad wipe as well. Alright, so with that, guys, I think OUTLAWZ were able to secure, Team Nexus were able to secure 4 eliminations in total. EQZ is having the next fight against Team Gen 6s over here. If you take a look, guys, Rushby seems to be the team that is kind of, moving straight into the mid of the zone, whereas the rest of the teams are kind of holding on towards the edge of the zone. And we can see Octane, the previous day's MVP, being taken out completely, guys. It's up to Storm, Omega and Tabs to save the day or break the day. They've already secured 3 eliminations over here and taking out Team Gen 6 is completely out, but also sacrificing their teammate along the way. So we're down to 15 teams and just 53 alive. VX is taking the fight against D2W over here. AKAZAYA is taking the fight against Team Ignite. Shimmy trying to take out Pika as well. One shot trying to take out Ignite, however, does not connect at all. By Aku. And now he does, guys. Down goes Chips. That was a beautiful spray over there. I think I believe Team Ignites are not somewhat closer to where exactly Chips is, so he will not be able to be revived in time. But we also got Chris towards the right side of Team AKAZAYA. Seems like he's not going into a fight anytime sooner, rather moving into more safety. Who confirming Chips? Got Team What the Helly. What the Helly, they definitely did perform, what the hell performances yesterday in Miramar, if you can recall. Right, so What the Helly, you can see you being taken out. So last 2 men standing will be Zbala and K. Revive happening over here, but here comes TLQs. Let's see, and he's literally being barbecued, guys. 2 knocks in a streak over there. Last man standing will be K. Let's see if K would be able to take the fights against Team TLKs. It's literally 3 teams fighting over here. We got D2Ws, we got TLKs, we also got What the Helly. Still stagnant with 15 teams and 40 alive. We can see AKAZAYA's kind of overlooking into Team XFs at the moment. TLQ Scout taking out T2W Gods, and Snake getting a couple of shots over here by Itachi. Let's see if Itachi will be able to confirm any of them somehow flees into safety. Even that none of his teammates are right around, and he gets a couple of shots as well. Aku moving into a close location, trying to take out more angle looks over here. Unfortunately, Itachi seems to be in a a bit of a troubled position. And with that, guys, Team EQZ will be eliminated. And how did that happen? Alright, so we're down to 14 teams with just 38 alive. You can see Joker sort of gatekeeping the edge of the zone, making sure that Team AKAZAYA will not be able to move into safety. Caesar away in his last HP, how somehow tries to make it into safety. Down goes Caesar, unfortunately. With that, guys, Team AKAZAYA will also be eliminated in the 14th position. Lodi is having the fight against Team Get Wrecked over here, guys. Unfortunately, I do not think he would be able to stand against Wimpy's S12K shots over here. And with that, down goes Wimpy at the same time. So it's just last 2 men standing for Team Get Wrecked. We can see Team Elodie being taken out in the 13th position. Rushby still holding on to the very location, not engaging into any active fights at the moment. Still stagnant with just a couple of teams. However, just 2 teams that have made their way into the zone. About 40 seconds left. He will be closing into the next stage of the zone. So teams may need to make it into, make the primary focus on somehow getting in the zone. Because mind you, we are in 25 seconds away to stage 6. It is the critically damaging zone at this point. So teams really need to ensure that they get into safety ASAP. Right, so 10 seconds left. Team TLQ kind of holding on to the very edge of the zone. We can see Team RBs as well. We're stagnant to 12 teams. You can see Victory X is trying to take out a couple of TLQ members. However, does not connect at all. Seems like there will be vehicle damage after all. You can see D2Ws will be taking the fight against what the HELLY over here. Last man standing, WTHK. Let's see if K would be able to. I think he's already gotten a knock over there. Somehow moves into a different location, given that you need to get into the zone ASAP, guys, because the more you stay within the and there you go, just as predicted. And with that, guys, Team VE will be eliminated in the 12th position. K trying to do a stunt over here, but that kind of backfires him. You can see Rossi being taken out here. Red Bulls literally having no time in getting into the zone. Team Ignite being eliminated in the 9th position. We're down to 16s in a blink of an eye. And with that, guys, REDBULL ESPORTS being taken out in the 7th position. Price over here, fantastic job with rotating towards a different location, so that gives him more visibility, more vision into the situation that's happening. You can see a revive definitely will happen. We can see Rush B Esports most definitely will go against Team Get Wrecked at this point. Now, if we take a look at the leaderboard, guys, we can see XF's leading with 7 eliminations at this point. Rush B taking the first knock against Team XF's. I think what Goat said the other day was correct. The minute I say a team's name out really loud, like making it more prioritizing it, luck does not bestow on them. Alrighty, so Joker over here has been knocked out, and I do not think he will have enough time to be revived as well. You can see Batman, a beautiful couple of sprays over here. Did connect, but does not completely connect in a way that, the opposition gets knocked out. So 4 seconds left before we move into your stage 7 of the critically damaging zone. You can see Get Wrecked holding on to a really good position over here. Literally has more advantage for them. Holding on the higher grounds over here and trying to take out Nexus, guys. And down goes Giles into the play zone. Blade has to make sure that he gets into the zone as well before he gets engulfed by the damaging zone. And see Snake trying to take, down goes one of the Rush B members, then simultaneously down goes Blade completely as well. So Get Wrecked, just last man standing will be Dumbo, and he has been spotted by Team VXs, guys. We're down to last 3 teams, which is 8 remaining. VXs having more possibilities, more potential of securing chicken dinner, given that they have more manpower at the same time. Meanwhile, we got a duo situation happening from Team XF and Rush B. So it's unlikely, either of these teams would be able to have more vision, more manpower as well. You can say Shimi being taken out completely. So most definitely we would be able. Down goes Sham as well. Two men from Team VX is being taken out. Last man standing from Team VX. Let's see if he would be able to get the revive, or else would he be instead avenging his friend's knocks over there. You can see Snake with a beautiful shot over here. The spray is literally connecting. It's like ting ting ting. How Nifty would have said that. Right, so you can see Newbie knocked out. Shimi has been revived. Bill is being revived at the moment. Sham has already been revived, so that gives them more advantage for for them to stay ahead of the game. So let's see, will it be Team WPVX, or will it be Team XFL7, or will it be Rush B? Cypher being knocked out. Price is literally having his luck over here today, guys. Leading with 6 eliminations, not just one or two, but 6 eliminations in total. I smell a MVP in here. And down goes Shimmy and Sham at the same time once again, guys. Let's see, Snake has to get into the zone, and a beautiful shot over there takes out Price. OMG, guys, with that, guys, Rush B Esports will be securing the first chicken dinner for your Day 2's South Asian Cup. Way to go. Alright, guys, let's give it up one more time for your Day 2's of South Asian Cup Chicken Dinner winners. Team Rush B Esports over here. That was a fantastic one. I mean, I never guessed it would be Team Rush B either, because obviously, given the zone's proximity into the other team, I kind of had my eyes on Team VX's. Alright, so moving straight on to your winning team stats, we got Cyber with 2 eliminations, Ninja with 0 eliminations, Newbie with 0 eliminations, and King with 1 elimination. So a total of 3 eliminations down the line, along with a chicken dinner. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so match summary, you can see 65 eliminations, 66 knockouts, 8,282 total healings, 3 grenade eliminations, 46 assists, and 3 vehicle eliminations. So this is your match stat upon concluding match 1. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so your head-to-head comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. We got Team XF with a total of 1,803 to 1,974, 9 to 8, 12 to 12 eliminations. So that's equivalent over there. 18 total points, however, for Team XF, and 17 for Team VX. So these are your comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. Just a difference of 1 gap over here. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so let's give it up for your most valuable player, Team XFL7's L7 Snake. With a total of 8 eliminations, 715 damage, 2 assists, 5 knocks, and 249 healing. So this is your MVP upon concluding match 1. Let's move on to your next stat. Right, so top 5 players for match 6, we got Omega with 3 eliminations, Joko with 3 eliminations, Sham with 4 eliminations, Prize with 6 eliminations, and Snake with 8 eliminations. So these are your top 5 players upon concluding match 6. Amazing, and let's hope that they keep up with the same momentum, because they do have a chance of being featured in the overall top players standings as well. Now moving straight on to your match rankings, we can see hashtag 5 stands Nexus Vanguard with 8 points, hashtag 4 stands Get Wrecked with 9 points, hashtag 3 stands RushB Esports with 13 points, hashtag 2 stands VEWP Victory X with 17 points, hashtag 1 stands Team XF with a total of 18 points. So these are your top 5 teams upon concluding match 6. Alright, so your overall standings, we can see RB 15, Team WTH 20, along with Gen 6, OUTLAWZ, and VEs with 21, Ignites 23, D2Ws 27, NGs 30, VX is 32, TLQ is 34, along with Team AKZ. XS with 37, RushB is 38, ISSLxNRC 39, Get Wrecked with 42, and hashtag 3 stands Nexus with 58, hashtag 2 stands LOD with 66, and hashtag 1 stands Team EQZ with a total of 73 points. So these are your overall standings upon concluding match 6. I think the first 3 positions have not been changed at all. Seems there's a little bit of consistency coming from each team. So your overall top players, you can see Tabs in the 5th position with 12 eliminations, Prize with 14, Nexus Godson with 18, Octane with 22, and Caesar with 23. So these are your top 5 players upon concluding all of the matches. And mind you, this could be a temporary one, because anytime sooner there would be a flip, considering once all 4 of these matches have been played out. So Erangel definitely devoured by Team RushB with a total of 13 points. Now next up we got Miramar, and then Rondo, Miramar, and Erangel again. So this would be your schedule for the day. Now before we move into your map of Miramar, let's head on to a quick short break, allowing our soldiers to refreshen themselves before they gear themselves into another adventure in the mountainous terrains. Alright, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, it is the South Asian Cup Day 2's grand finals that you're witnessing right now. So we did see a phenomenal performance from match 1, where it was an unexpected chicken dinner that was delivered by team Rushby Esports. So right now we will be heading towards your second match of the day, so that's obviously gonna be Miramar. Now let's see if there's gonna be more unexpected chicken dinners, or would there be another team that will be able to kind of lead the way ahead and make sure that there's going to be a hint of changes when it comes to the overall rankings as well. So right now, I'll be your host for the day. It'll be JLo, and Nifty will be joining us in a while. So till he comes, guys, let me do the wonders and bring the heat into the action. We can see the plane pathway has already been created all the way from Puerto leading to La Cabrera, in between Torre as well. Teams have already decided to move into their destined locations, and the first circle has already been established in. So let's say I believe there will be a couple of teams that will be able to get into the safe circle in a matter of time. Meanwhile, the teams like Team RB, Team XF, VEs, NEXUS, Rush B might have a little bit of hurdle getting into the zone, because given that the zone is kind of tilted all the way towards Monte El Pozo Ladrilla. Team the HELLY as well at El Azhar seems like they're kind of isolated over there. However, we definitely would be able to see some clashes around in Puerto. Definitely in VE's location as well as Team RB. He would be able to get the first knock, the first blood, day 2. They haven't gotten any vehicles as of yet, so bicycles would be the only option for them at the moment. But then again, that's again what it's very risky if they have to come across another team. Thing is, they do not have any teams that will be any early threats for them, given that VEs are in a completely different location as well. And would you look at that, Nexus are moving to the safe zone rather than holding on to Los Leons. We can see Team Gen 6 is moving straight into Monte, trying to hold on to the mid of the zone early on itself. But the question is, if will the circle shrink further to the southern side, or will it instead be shrink towards the northern side of the map? So Rashbi is over here trying to take the fight against Team Nexus. Just solo man over here, guys. Down goes Godson. I think Godson definitely did not have a chance and luck to him today. You can see Rushby Esports delivering 1 eliminations, and they would be the first team to be securing the first knock. Well, we can see Victory X is taking the fight against Team OUTLAWZ over here. Please, in his last touchman, here comes Shimmy. Down goes Shimmy simultaneously. Shimmy goes down completely, guys. This is insane. I think they just lost one of the team members. Meanwhile, trying to take out one of the members from Team OUTLAWZ as well. We can see P still knocked out. So just 2-man power coming from the opposition. And we can see Team Victory X's prize moving completely into the fight over here. Let's see if the Molotov connects. I don't think he has any sight into what's happening. We also got Team EQs is right behind their tail as well. Down goes Peace by beautiful Molotov that was connected straight at, and down goes Rampart as well. It's basically hitting two birds with one rock. And that, guys, Team OUTLAWZ will be taken out in the 18th position. So that will be the first team to be taken out. And Victory X is leading with 4 eliminations already. We can see one of the members have also been knocked out. Next is Vanguard leading with just a 3-man power at the moment. TLQ Aladdin taking on one of the SDMZ's members and confirming him at the same time. More than a wrangle, we're seeing some fights in Miramar. 3 minutes left. We will be moving into stage 2 of your damaging zone. So it seems like some of the teams are holding on towards Ladriela rather than moving straight on the mid of the zone, which is going to be Monte. Looks of it, just my prediction, the zone will not be closing into Monte, rather towards in between Ladriel and Valley. That's just a prediction that I make. But let's see if my predictions is gonna be right, or if you think you might be able to crack the code here. Drop your comments down below in the live. So we're still stagnant with 17 teams and 64 remaining, so just the remaining count has been lowered. Genesis Esports still holding on towards Monty, and from the looks of it, they do not have any potential threats anytime soon. So they're kind of in the safe game for now, fully looting their way around, knowing that they do not have the problem of having to get into the zone because they are already in the zone itself. Like Yatsho was an AFK at the point. We got team Get Wrecked over here, and Get Wrecked might most definitely get into a fight against VXs if VXs decide to get hunt them down. Seems like from the looks of it, they will not be. While the Mar over here being conquered by Team RBs. Got Sham over here. Looking into if they're gonna get any potential threats. Seems like it, because here comes one of the Get Wrecked members as well. Sham decides to not to make any move at this point, given that they just have a 3-man power. And if you take a closer look, we just got Sham himself solo in here, so he has to definitely maintain his location in discreet till his team members gets along with them. And I feel like Gen 6s have gotten finally some company over here by Team Get Wrecked, so we're gonna witness some fight between Team Get Wrecked and also Team Gen 6s. The Gen 6 esports, they've already identified that they have some company, so they're trying to make their locations, position themselves in a way that will be advantageous for them. Q's taking the fight against D2Ws in the meantime, and we will be closing into stage 2 of your damaging zone in about 2 seconds left. TLQ Esports over here, let's see if they will be able to stand a chance against D2Ws, or instead will it be the complete opposite. Scout on the other hand, this grenade connects, however it does not connect. Somewhat does a little bit of damage, but I believe it's because of the zone damage instead. You can see a Molotov being thrown, and here it is, guys. Scout has to take the 1v1 against Pika, I believe. Let's see if he would be able to, and here comes Trash as well, and down goes Trash. The UMP shot over there, and here comes Pika as well. Let's see if he would be able to stand a chance against Pika, and down goes Team D2W. Pika being taken completely out. So with that, guys, the second team to be eliminated early on will be Team D2Ws. TLQ's leading with 5 eliminations down the line. That kind of gives them the potential to stay ahead of the game. So let's take a quick look into the instant replay. Beautiful 1v2 over there with the UMP. Finally is falling in love with the UMP rather than the shotgun. I myself am an SMG player, so I kind of can relate. Ignite over here holding on towards the edge of the zone. So in a map like Miramar, guys, my personal recommendation is to play it safe towards the edge. But if you happen to move into the mid, chances are you're gonna get a lot of clashes in, so you might have to hold in the very position. So I got Team Victory X's. Let's see if they would be able to secure more eliminations, or will they be just holding on to the very position over here. Looks of it, they're kind of overlooking into, the next fight that they could actually contribute themselves into. And see, LOD's taking the fight against VEs. The most possibly will have enough time to be revived. He's almost had the rush over there, but decides to kind of hold on. These are trying to take out E's one by one, and we can see Mew being taken out over here as well. He's literally having the gaze fixed VEs. The knock, and they'll definitely get into the rush, guys. I think they're already prepping themselves to get ready for the rush. So let's see, will it be Team VEs or Team L or D? Still knocked out. Then the revive is already happening though. Minute we will be closing into stage 3 of your zone as well. Still stagnant with 16 teams. 2 teams that have been taken out early on. I think LOD is having the fight against Team VX's Japai being taken out, guys. I think LODs are feeling the pressure right now when VE is trying to third party their way in, kind of overlooking if they would be able to secure some eliminations in the fight that's about to happen. Caesar in his last quarter of HP as well. Japai will be able to be revived, and Japai does get revived, fortunately. A couple of shots trying being taken aim at VEs. Also taking out Rush Bees. Rush Bees are having the fight against Team RBs at the point. Does he get wrecked over here? Be a clash amongst 3 teams. We got Nexus, we got Get Wrecked, we got Rush Bees, RBs as well. One of the Rush Bee members have been knocked out early itself. There you have it, guys. Lodzes are taking the next knock against VE's Ace. I do not think they'll be moving into a close range fight anytime sooner, knowing that they would be definitely overlooked by Hawkeyes all the way from the mountains over here. Still stagnant with 16 teams and 60 alive. I think Shah made a mistake over there, and that's definitely gonna cost him because he has to go all the way out in the open into safety. Somehow Team Elodie doesn't notice this, so that he does get lucky at that point. Lucky charm. Still stagnant with 16 teams. Teams will not be fighting or engaging in fights anytime sooner, given that this is the map of Miramar after all. So teams might be holding on to the very location, making sure that they at least score for a couple of placement points. And you can see ISSL's taking the fight against G6s at this point. 2 members being taken out, and we also got LODs right behind their tail. It does not look good at all, guys. LODs trying to take the direct fight. Meanwhile, we got the third party view from Team ISSLs. Lodzes are confirming one of the Gen 6's members. They've already secured about 2 eliminations down the line. I think it's just last man standing from Team Gen 6's. And Scout being taken out by AKAZAYA's Manu. And down goes Scout completely away from the game as well, guys. That was quite unfortunate. Trying to engage themselves in battle. Meanwhile, we got the third party shots by AKAZAYA. So Aladdin getting a couple of shots over here. Down goes Aladdin. Beautiful spray over here by Manu. Really knows how to do his game right. Getting the second knock and already moving into a rush game. Alright, so we're down to last 20 seconds before we move into your next zone. Flanky trying to take out Team EQZs. At the same time, we can see NODs are definitely moving to a completely different location. And new! Oh my bad, guys. It was Vicky who made it himself, unfortunately. So last 3 men standing for Team VEs might definitely have his chance to go against Team Ignite. But let's see, the chances are odd. The grenade. Fortunately does somewhat damage, guys. Down goes Ignite Chips. Gen 6 is over here. Goes down completely out in the 16th position. I think they were holding on to the very mid of the zone. Unfortunately, will be taken out. And L7's going ahead against Team AKAZAYA at this point. We're down to 15 teams with just 52 remaining. Ignite still holding on to the very rush, the very push against Team VEs. Revive has already been taken place. Abs taking out LODs. I think LODs are having the fight against Team EQZs at this point. See, down goes Manu as well. Now in a situation like this, guys, I think, as long as you're within compounds, you're definitely going to kind of stay ahead of the game, because you'll definitely know from which corner, which knock you'll be getting third-partied. Let's kind of trying to, take the fight against VEs directly over here. Still standing no chance other than, taking out Vicky. The zone has already been established in and has gotten it has shrunken further. Alrighty, so we can see ISSLs, LODs and EQZs are the only teams that have gotten themselves within the zone circle. Down goes Chips by Chris, guys. Now the rush is going to happen against the opposition team for certain. Here comes Mew as well. Let's see if Mew would be able to take down one of the members. If he does, well, that's definitely going to be luck bestowed on him. So we can see Dodo will be trying to take the 1v1, and unfortunately that goes Mew by a grenade that was executed. Dodo trying to confirm Mew as well. At the same time, Chris goes down. So I believe last man standing will be Ace. Let's see if Ace would be able to deliver some shots. Here we end. The final is 1v3, guys, which is insane. Down goes Ace as well. So with that, Team VE will be eliminated in the 15th position. We're down to last 14 teams. Just 47 alive over here. L7's taking the fight against AKAZAYA. EQZ is taking the fight against HELLY. And Get Wrecked taking the fight against NEXUS. We can see Giles moving in. I do not think Dumbo knows. Do not think the opposition team knows where exactly Dumbo is at. And with that, Dumbo will be taken out along with his team. In the 14th position, we're down to 12 teams with just 41 alive. So with a blink of an eye, guys, I think we just had 17 to 18 teams, and just like that, now we are down to 12 teams. That's the beauty of this game when it comes to competitive. You just don't want to, you just don't want it to end, but then again, it ends quite quickly. Given that, the nature of these players playing out very aggressive, hunting for the kill, hunting for the eliminations, so that kind of keeps up with the pace of this game. We can see what the HELLY taking the fight against EQZs now. It's a Runo Rivers situation over here. And there you go, guys. RB is taking the fight against Team Ignite at this point. Taking a 1-by-1, and we can see LODs confirming Ignites as well. With that, Team Ignite will be eliminated in the 12th position. So we're down to last 11 teams, 38 alive. Lucifer being taken out by Aladdin's grenade that was executed perfectly right in front of him. It's just a 3-man power coming from Team ISSL's at this point. Nexus leading with 7 eliminations, and with that, guys, Team TLQ will be taken out, given that they just had the fight against Team Nexus. ISS getting a couple of more shots. Down goes Mini once again. Nexus having the fight against ISSL's. Batman confirming Mini at the same time. I think X's are literally feeling that confidence over here. Moving in completely for the rush. Let's see. Lucifer and Jimmy has to save the day or break the day. Let's see if the grenade connects, and it does. Jimmy goes down. Lucifer goes down. With that, a squad wipe against Team ISSLNRC. X is leading with 6 eliminations at this point. And now moving on to the next fight, which is against Team Nexus. Let's see if they'll be able to handle the pressure over here, given that they just had 1 squad wiped. Beautiful grenade that was connected to the opposition that would be towed. Down to 9 teams and just 30 remaining. The grenade being connected. Let's see if the grenade actually does connect to any of the Nexus members. Not being revived at the same time. SDMZ is taking the fight against Team RB's. Minato being knocked out, and it's Mighty going against Nexus at this point. 10 seconds left before we move into your next stage of the critically damaged zone. This is stage 5. Down goes Nexus, guys. XF's literally leading the leaderboard with a total of, I believe, 9 eliminations at this point. XF's Joker being taken out by LODs at this point. AKAZAYA might be able to have the same situation, given that Storm is out in the open as well. Storm taking VXs down. VX is coming for a third party situation over here, guys. Prize his last HP. And oh lord. Okay, never mind. That's the same team. My bad. Here comes Octane as well. I think they might have more looks, more overview into their opposition team over here, while the HELLY being taken out completely. And here comes Rush VE ISSPORTS as well. Teams need to ensure that they get into safety. In 7 seconds we will be closing into stage 7 of your zone. Mind you, we're down to last 17 and 19 alive already. Storm being knocked out. Last 3 men standing will be Omega, Thabs and Octane themselves. Already leading the leaderboard with a total of 4 eliminations. However, XF's leading at the very top, a total of 7 eliminations. Couple of sprays being connected, and Snake goes down completely out of the game. So with that, guys, 5 eliminations down the line for Team EQZ Esports, trying to take out Rush B Esports at the same time. I think the fraggers, the rushes from EQZ Esports are literally feeling the nerve wreck within them. Rush B Ninja taking out WP Nero. Alright, and Tab's not in a good position with that, guys. Team WPVXs will be taken out early on. So we're down to last 6 teams and just 16 remaining. EQZ Esports. Not Wimpy over here. Rush B Esports now looking into next fight that they are able to get, and we can see Team XF's being eliminated in the 7th position as well with a total of 5. Sorry, my bad. We got Team VX's being eliminated as well. We're down to last 5 teams. We got EQZ is now moving into the fight against Rush B's. SDMZ is taking the fight against RB's as well at the same time. EQZ is moving into the next fight, which is going to be LOD's. Vega shouldn't have actually moved into this location, but I think he's completely out in the open as well. Vega completely out of the game, so it's a deadly duo once again. Storm and Octane, just like in yesterday's Miramar. Let's see if either one of them be able to secure the chicken dinner, or instead will it be delivered to another. Alright, so we can see Octane, beautiful Molotov that was connected with the opposition over here, RB Esports. Can see Ninga taking our Rossi, and with that team RB will be eliminated in the 5th position. We're down to last 4 teams with just 10 remaining. EQZ, LODs, Rush B Esports. Couple of more grenades being connected. Let's see LOD Esports over here, and Octane feeling the pressure from Hades at the same time. Alrighty, so let's see guys, a couple of more grenades, and LOD Esports taking the revive over here. Hades with his grenades, but let's see if the grenade actually connects. Then the smokes are disappearing at this moment. 4 teams out completely in the open. We got Team SDMZs, Rush B's, LOD, as well as EQZs. Wimpy being knocked out over here. Hades moving in slowly, creeping into safety. Couple of more grenades, and there you have it guys. SDMZ has been taken out, NG has been taken out in the 4th position. We're down to last 2 teams. We got Rush B Esports and LOD at this point. EQ has been taken out, King's been taken out as well. Last HP over here from Ninja. Let's see who will it be, Team Rush B or will it be Team LODs? Cybertay being taken out by KD. It's going to be a 1v1 situation guys, and down goes Rush B Esports. What a performance over there by Team LOD. Another chicken dinner to the books of the South Asian Cup. What a way to secure another chicken dinner by Team LOD Esports. So, if I recall correct, they must have gotten about 3 chicken dinners at this point, considering yesterday's back-to-back chicken dinner as well. So, let's move in to see how the individual stats look like. Alrighty, so the individual stats, we got Wimpy with 2 eliminations, Scissor with 3 eliminations, Japai with 0 eliminations, and Hades with 5 eliminations. So total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 eliminations in total, along with a chicken dinner down the line. So let's move on to your next stat, which is going to be the match summary. Alright, so a total of 69 eliminations, 81 knockouts, 10,765 total healings, 5 grenade eliminations, 31 assists, 3 vehicle eliminations. So this is your match summary upon concluding match 2. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. We got 2,472 damage to 1,751 damage, 11 knocks to 12 knocks, 10 eliminations. It's a row right there. So 20 eliminations, however, for Team LOD and 16 for Team Rush B. So just a gap of 4 points amongst the two. I think it's definitely the chicken that actually led Team LOD to secure more further points. Now let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so MVP, let's give it up for LOD Esports, LOD Hades, with a total of 5 eliminations, 915 damage, 2 assists, 5 knocks, 306 healings. So this is your MVP upon concluding match 2 for your SAC Grand Finals Day 2. Let's move on to your next stat. Your top 5 players upon concluding match 7, we got Storm with 4 eliminations, Caesar with 3, Giles with 5, and Ninja with 5, Hades with 5. So these are your top 5 players upon concluding the second match for the day, aka match 7. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so match rankings, hashtag 5 stands SDMZs with 7 points, XFs 11, and hashtag 3 we got EQZs with 13, hashtag 2 we got RushB with 16, and hashtag 1 we got Team LOD with a total of 20 points right there. These are your top 5 teams upon concluding match 7. Rest of the teams do have a gap of in between a point to 7 points in total. Let's move on to your next stat. Overall standings, you got Gen 6 with 20, the HELLY with 21 along with VE, OUTLAWZ with 22 along with RBs, Ignite with 27 along with D2Ws, AKAZAYA with 35, NGs with 37, VXs 38, TLQs 39, ISSLNRC with 41 along with Get Wrecked 42, XS with 48, RushBs with 54, hashtag 3 stands Team Nexus with 65, hashtag 2 stands EQZs with 86, and hashtag 1 stands LOD with 86. Look at the points over there, guys. Hashtag 1 and hashtag 2 right at the same points over here. OMG. This is gonna be super hectic. It's gonna be super intense between Team LOD and EQZs because they're literally head to head amongst each other. So the rest, the concluding overall standings, we'll definitely be able to witness upon concluding 5 matches, all 5 matches, but that is yet to be witnessed. So this is your current overall standings so far. Now mind you, this can flip, this can change anytime sooner. We can see some of the teams have risen above. We can see RushB Sports rising to the 4th position, and ISSLs and RCs go lowering into the 7th position. So we are definitely needing to see some comeback moments from these teams. Let's move on to your next stat. Right, so overall top players so far, we got Tabs with 12 eliminations, Prize with 16, Godsons with 18, and Octane with 24. Caesar still leading the leaderboard with a total of 26 eliminations in total. So these are your overall top 5 players. Seems like they have been able to maintain the consistency they were throwing out in the first day. So second day, obviously there needs to be some sort of consistency, and they're showing that same momentum, the same rhythm, hence they're still on the leaderboards, featuring themselves, featuring their names out here. Let's move on to your next stat. Righty, so that'll be the today's schedule. We can see Erangel being devoured by RushBs, Miramar, a definite loop in the hole by Team LODs. Now next up we got my favorite map. It's gonna be Rondo. 2 chances for everyone. There's gonna be definite aggression from each and every team from all these 3 nations. So before we head into Rondo, we'll definitely go in for a quick short break. So grab your coffee, grab your tea or your popcorn, because this battle is just getting started. All right, guys, so welcome back for SAC's Grand Finals Day 2. Now, we did see two matches being concluded, so we'll be moving forward with the third map of the day, which is obviously my favorite. Just want to reiterate and emphasize on that. So, we will be moving forward with the map that has given you the opportunity to be having two chances. So, it's going to be obviously Rondo. Really beautiful map. Just look at it. It has the mixes of blues, greens, and browns, and it just looks nice. I think we're having a little bit of technical issue right there, but that'll be sorted really quick. All right, so till the issue is sorted, guys, we will be having a quick short recap. Plus, we will be moving into a small break as well before we head shortly into the recap. So till that is sorted, now obviously the map of Rondo is well known for being played out aggressively. So most definitely the teams that were not able to secure some sort of points in the first two matches definitely will be able to secure some points towards especially in a map like Rondo. Let's see if that traceability is given to each and every team right now. So I think the technical team is actually working on the issue that we were able to witness in the live itself. So till that is sorted, please do bear with us. We'll definitely get back to you within a span of a couple of minutes. Right, so whatever the technical issue we faced back there a few seconds ago is completely fixed now. So once again, welcome back for your South Asian Cups Grand Finals Day 2, and just a recap on what was happening. So two of the matches have already been concluded, and we did see Team Rushbees and Team LODs being able to secure the chicken dinner. So next up, we got the map of Rondo, where of the teams will have an opportunity to be recalled not just once but also twice. But let's see, who would be able to lead the way and somehow secure the chicken dinner for your third match of the day. You can see a diagonal plane all the way from Long Ho all the way to I think it should be Mu Ho Ban. Iran. Have already started making their way towards their destined locations, as you can see. Of teams, I think a lot of teams will be heading towards the northern side, and would you look at that, the zone has completely flipped all the way to the northern side. So whoever the teams that have entered towards the southern side will definitely have a hard time coming back into the zone, given that it's completely towards the opposite. First knock has already been taken. I think that would be against XFs. Take a closer view. TLQ is taking a confirmation over here as well. TLQs, I think they were having a drop clash against some teams. Get wrecked. Goes get wrecked toxic as well. Scout already confirming one elimination, and Adio is moving in to confirm his as well. Unfortunately, does not have much vision into where exactly the knock is at. So let's see, guys, who would be able to secure themselves in the fight. And Yuling seems to be heavily occupied over here. We got Team XFs. We got Team Ignite. We also got another team that would be, and we also got EQZs over here taking the fight against ISSLNRC. Let's see, guys. We got Susti, we got Omega. Susti looking into any positionings over here. We can see Minato taking the fight as well. Now, this is something we witnessed to watch. Tabs taking the knock against Susti. Susti completely knocked out over here, guys. So now ISSLs are feeling the pressure at the moment. Lucifer moving in. Let's see if Lucifer would be able to get a couple of knocks, a couple of eliminations. Got Jimmy. Let's see if Jimmy takes down. Unfortunately, he does not, guys. Jimmy, he does takes 2 knocks though. So last man standing. See if Jimmy would be able to take the last man standing, and unfortunately he is not able to. So with that, guys, team ISSLs just lost 3 points right there. EQZ scoring 3 points. Mini just witnessed that they do have some company in the reviving area, the recalling area rather. LODs will be taking the fight against VEs, as you can see. I think we witnessed this yesterday as well. So teams may know exactly where and whom to approach already. TLQs are having a really tough time over here. Very huge fight happening in the rails of NEXUS. RBs versus TLQs is what we are witnessing at the moment. A little bit of internet issue there. On track again. VEs versus LODs. Let's see. Vicky already securing 2 eliminations. Down goes Mew. Mew was not able to stand the pressure over there, and I think given that he had to face 2 members as well, must have kind of been a lag point for him. So team RBs over here securing 4 eliminations. TLQs with just 1 man standings, and you can see D2Ws overlooking into RB's location as well. We got IL or D esports over here. It's Mighty, beautifully moving his way all the way towards Ignite. Let's see if Mighty would be able to take a knock here, and if he does, he would be able to secure his position. Instead, he goes down. Oh, a little bit of toxicity coming over here from Team Ignite. Wasn't expected, to be honest. That's a get wrecked over here. TL RBs versus get wrecked. Down goes Dumbo simultaneously. Down goes Clown as well. Team to be eliminated will be Team TLQ once again. I think TLQs were not able to handle the pressure over there at NEXUS, and they are guys destined to win. Beautiful knockover there, confirming them as well. RB Clown will also be confirmed, so just solo man standing for now. Team RBs. Victory X is over here as well, looking into Ignite's positionings. Will it be VXs or will it be Team Ignite instead? Take a look at the leaderboard. RB's D2Ws leading with 4 eliminations already, and then we got EQs is right behind their tails leading with 3 eliminations as well. The question here is if if either of the teams would be able to secure their way all the way to the leaderboard. We can see D2W is taking the fight against Get Wrecked at the moment, and Victory X is taking the fight against Team Ignite. You can see Wimpy taking out Chris. Being blown completely out. Couple of shots over here trying to connect the opposition's team. So there you have it, guys. Vicky taking a beautiful shot. It was a 1v2 right there by Vicky. Guys, if Vicky has a shotgun, especially an SPLK, you better run. because we can see Vicky confirming the eliminations at the same time, now moving into a different location. If he'll be able to take the 1v3 right now, given that he just took 2 of the eliminations already. Vicky still moving into different location, jumping all the way as well. Let's see, will it be Hades or will it be Vicky? Guys, the 1v1's Vicky getting a couple of shots as well. There you have it, guys. Vicky in his last quarter of HP as well. OMG, Hades being taken out. Vicky on fire, complete fire, guys. Was able to get that 1v3 situation. That was astonishing. Without the shotgun taking out the AUG at the last minute switch was amazing. Now using the pan to drive some toxicity in here. Well, Vicky being Vicky after all. 3Xs over here. Take out Knights. You can see the confirmation being taken, and we can see a grenade trying to be cooked at Sham, and in fact he barbecued himself. There, guys, I think Sham will be knocked out, and I think the confirmation will also be taken. Yep. So I think the recall has already been taken. They're gonna engage themselves in the fight again. Seems like Victory X's are not giving up, and giving up isn't written in their textbooks. Meanwhile, we can see Nexus taking the fight against what the hell is. I think XF's into a different location at this moment. Stagnant with 17 teams and 58 remaining. 12 seconds before we move into stage 3 of your critically damaging zone. So especially in a map like Rondo, guys, the zone shrinks quite faster compared to, you know, the previous matches. OUTLAWZ taking the fight against these. King has already been knocked out, so that just gives a 3-man power. And OUTLAWZ, so many knocks out there, guys. I think OUTLAWZ almost had it all out there. The second team to be eliminated will be Team Ignite. So yep, just like that, guys, we can see 2 teams have been eliminated early on, and it's still stage 2, and SDMZ is taking the next fight. MGs are being taken out one by one, guys. Flanky's last one of HP as well. Oh, what a shot out there by Flanky. Amazing shots by Flanky, guys. Now this is one of the reasons why he was also entitled as the MVP, because he isn't just delivering normal shots, it's just, you know, shots with styles. I mean, come on, closing that door at the same time, who would be able to do that? With that, guys, we can see Team VE has been completely taken out, and the SDMZs over here will be taking the fight against RGs, as you can see, securing 1 eliminations. And down goes Clown as well. SDMZ is delivering shots after shots, guys. These are feeling the pressure right now. It's just 1 man over here. The revive happening at the same time. Omega taking the next fight against Team What the Helly. It's a REDBULL Esports versus Team NGs. Be able to take the fight over here. You can see Rossi has been still knocked out, and beautiful grenade that just connected out of the blue, taking out Team RB from the 15th position. And we're down to last 14 teams with just 51 alive at the moment. EQZ is having almost lost 3 of their members. They do have the chance of being recalled once again. Quite fortunate for Team EQZs that amongst with them we got Team D2W is leading with 5 eliminations in total. 3 seconds before we move into stage 4 of your critically damaging zones, especially in Rondo, guys. The zone seems to be very damaging even from the second round itself. LOD is moving into ISSL's location, however, seems to be somewhat pretty much safer for now. Does get a couple of shots in as well. Team what the HELLY. One standing. And oh, beautiful shot by Bala, taking out Omega. KM over there. I think that was not expected from Bala or even Omega. Still holding the location, guys. I think it's gonna be shotgun versus AKM situation. 2 men coming straight into Bala. And with that, Bala will be taken out. So what team of the HELLY will be eliminated in 14th position. X, however, in the situation of having a revive. And oh, here comes AKAZAYA, guys. Just trying to take out Victory X is down, goes prize completely out. So last 2 men standing will be Shimmy and Sham. Shimmy, Shimmy, yo. Oh my god, I just blame Nifty for this. Nifty just implanted that imprint on my mind and I just can't get rid of it. Alright, Sister taking the knock over here by Get Wrecked, taking out Get Wrecked Toxic, and Prize being taken out as well. So Shimmy and Sham. Let's see if Manu notices where exactly Shimmy is at. Like he doesn't. A close call. So LODs moving into the same position where once the fight between VXs and the opposition teams took place. He's kind of looting in, and seems like Shimmy is in trouble over here. And beautiful shot over here taken out Caesar by Shimmy. Is not definitely called out for. Me moving into a more definite precise location. However, let's see if he has time to recall his fellow team members. You can see Nexus are holding on to the very mid of the zone, so that kind of gives them the opportunity to kind of stay ahead of the game. But he's holding on to the other side, the southern side, the eastern side of the zone. You can see D2W is taking the fight against OUTLAWZ at the same time. Leading with 7 eliminations. Down to 13 teams and just 44 alive for now. Jimmy being taken out as well. This is once again standing with just a 1 solo guy. Unfortunate for the team. Couple of shots over here against Team Get Wrecked. Nexus taking out Toxie. I think I've seen a couple of times where Toxie is knocked out. Fortunately though, his teammates are very quick to be revived. Storm being taken out by Dumbo, and Storm completely out of the game. 4 seconds left before we move into the next zone. Shots by over here. That was definitely uncalled for. Alright, let's see, guys. We can see NGs versus Rushbys, what we've seen the fight, and a beautiful grenade over here by Flanky. Flanky is on complete fire over here. A 1v2 in just a span of 2 to 3 seconds over there. King being knocked out as well. I think they're moving in for the last man over here. Let's see if he would be able to take him down as well, given he is the solo man. Let's see, guys. And Flanky has to take a 1v1, guys. If not, well, definitely look. Oh, why? Speechless right there. Flanky, you are not human. That's all I can say. He is definitely not human. Because it's not just shots he's delivering us. He literally does it with style. Big of grace and having power with you. So ISSLs, I thought they just had 1 manpower. Never mind, I think the whole squad has been recalled. Victory X has this Nero and Shimmy. In a completely different location. D2W is taking the fight against AKAZAYA's, leading with 8 eliminations, so they're kind of at the very top of the leaderboard. Teams remaining, guys. You got LOD, Nexus, XFs, NG, ISSLNRC, AKAZAYA's, D2W's, Gen 6's. Now, who do you think would be able to secure the third chicken dinner? Any early predictions? Drop your comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also show your support for the teams that are actively participating today. Boost their morale and let them know that you are here with them through the usual thickest of the sands. Alright, so Nexus Vanguard's trying to take out LOD at this point because the guard's taking out Japai. It's 7 eliminations from Nexus. You can see it's Mighty and it's Snake, both of them being taken out over here by Jamu. Literal fire, guys. Literal fire. So 8 eliminations in total. D2W is taking out the fight against Gen 6. And you can see LOD is being taken out in the 9th position with 6 eliminations. The Cells getting a couple of shots and down goes Mini. Down goes VXs as well. We're down to last 7 teams. Last 6 teams with just 21 alive. Susti with a beautiful shot over there. Mini goes down. Lucifer goes down as well. Team AKAZAYA, sorry. Team 8 is being taken out completely. Just getting a couple of shots as well from D2W's. Last 6 teams, guys. Seems like we do know who would be able to secure the chicken dinner now. So if my predictions is right, I'm not gonna say who the team is. We'll see. Gen 6 is getting a couple of shots from Nexus with 11 eliminations already and having the eyes towards Team Gen 6's last man standing as well. Taking out XF Joker. Seems like Nexus are on fire over here, guys. Of more shots trying to connect to either of the XF members. Holding on the very edge of the zone, so that kind of gives them the way towards the chicken dinner for certain. You know, having the entire squad alive as well. Mini taking out Itachi, and with that team AKAZAYA's will be taken out in the 6th position. So we're down to last 5 teams and just 14 remaining. We got Nexus, XFs, ISSLs and RCD2Ws or Gen 6's. So still getting a couple of shots over here from Nobu, however it does not connect completely. Sells Mini in his last HP. I mean, he does not have a health at all. But let's see if the grenade connects to either of the opponents. Seems like nope, it does not at all. Here comes Susti. W is taking the fight against Gen 6's at this point. It's going to be critically damaging, so you need to ensure that you get into the zone ASAP. Let's see. 6 of the critical damaging zone over here, and we can see Nexus Godsons overlooking to the Gen 6's over here, literally having eyesight on every possible team, guys. Now speak about in a very advantageous position. Now if you take a look at the zone, they literally have zone advantage as well. With that, Team Gen 6's will be taken out, and we're down to last 3 teams. We got ISSLs, we got D2Ws, we also got Nexus. You can see Godson having a really clear view all the way his little roof that he's at. This is gonna be very advantageous for him. He taking out Nobu. With that, guys, team D2Ws will be taken out in the 3rd position. We're down to last 2 teams, Nexus and ISSLNRC. ISSLs, will it be a comeback for them? Will it be Nexus? And a beautiful shot over here taking out Susti, but let's see if Susti will be revived or will he be having a chance to be revived is the question. And 14 seconds left before we move into stage 8. So many grenades after grenades. Susti being confirmed, getting a couple of shots as well. He seems to be literally running back and forth, having literally no idea on what sort of stunt he would be able to pull out, given that it's just a duo power coming over here and the zone closing in further as well. Seems like Jimmy will be going in for a heal battle, and down goes Godsons. Mini had his eyes over there, guys. He literally had his eyes and confirming him as well. So last 2 teams still, which 5 alive, 3-man power from Team Nexus, and down goes Jamhu. What on earth is Jimmy on? And with that, guys, unfortunately, Mini will also be taken out. So Team Nexus Vanguard to the win. Let's give it up one more time for Team Nexus. Securing that beautiful chicken dinner. It was amazing, a phenomenal gameplay coming from Team Nexus. Now let's move on to their individual stats. Righty, Nexus, Jamu with 4 eliminations, Giles with 4 eliminations, Gudsons with 4 eliminations, and not sure how to pronounce that name, but Tob, it should be Tob, with 5 eliminations. So we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 eliminations down the line. That's amazing. Guys, it wasn't 12, sorry, for 15 eliminations in total. Let's move on to your next stat, which is going to be your match summary. 100 eliminations. Wow, 100 eliminations, 107 knockouts, 11,638 total healings, 6 grenade eliminations, 36 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination. So far, the best match summary contrasting to the others. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so head-to-head comparison, we got 2,977 to 2,494, 17 to 11, 17 eliminations to 11 eliminations, 27 total points and 17 total points for ISSLxNRC. This is your difference between #1 and #2, a simple gap of just 10 points. Alright, let's give it up for your most valuable player. Now, would you look at that tattoo? It's that Medusa. Goddamn. Alright, so never mind, regardless the distraction. D2W's Babe, securing 7 eliminations, 1,100 damage, 0 assists, 7 knocks, 216 healings. Let's give it up one more time for Destined to Win's Babe. Top players upon concluding match 8, we got Jammu with 4 eliminations, Top with 5 eliminations, Giles with 4 eliminations, Flanky with 7 eliminations, and Babe with 7 eliminations. So these are your top 5 players upon concluding match 8. On to your next stat. See, so match rankings, I'll be listing out the top 5 ones obviously. #5, we got EQZ with 6 eliminations, SDMZ NG with 9 eliminations, Destined to Win with 16 eliminations, 16 total points, what am I even reading? ISSLxNRC with 17 total points, and Nexus leading with a total of 27 total points overall. And meanwhile, the rest of the teams have been able to secure in between a point to 6 points in total. Let's move on to your next stat. Okay, so your overall standings, what the hell is 21, Outlaws 25, Gen 6 is 25, V is 26, RB is 27, Ignite's 32, TLK is 40, along with AKAZAYA D2W is 43, VX is 44, NG is 46, Get Right 47, XS 54, ISSLxNRC, who was at the 7th position, has been risen to the 5th position with 58 points. Rush Please with 59. EQZ stands at the hashtag 3rd. 90 what? #1, #2, #3. All 3 teams. Look at the total points right there. 92. 92 points amongst all 3. Literally biting my nails over here, guys, because this is getting intense. It's getting worse. Seems like, all 3 teams are performing really well. So question is, who would be able to secure the chicken title? The first title, we'll never know. The championship, kind of like in our mystery box at this point. Let's move on to your next stat. Top 5 players so far. We go Flanky. Coming all the way to the 5th position now. Beating Tabs down there. 16 eliminations, Giles 18 eliminations, Godsons with 22 eliminations, Octane with 25 eliminations, and Caesar with 28 eliminations. So Caesar still remains unbeatable, but seems like Octane will be catching him anytime moment. That's something we are about to witness as well. So let's give it up for your overall top 5 players one more time. Caesar, Octane, Godson, Giles, and Flanky. Let's see the same momentum, the same rhythm coming from y'all in the next 2 matches. Was definitely rewarded by Rushbees, Miramar, perfect comeback from LOD, and Rondo, another comeback moment for Team Nexus. So we do have 2 matches left out to decide who would be able to receive those titles for the South Asian Cup. So next up we got Miramar once again. Now before we head on to Miramar, as usual, we will be hitting into a quick short break. And just to let you know guys, the battle is getting super intense, so don't go elsewhere, stay where you are at, and we will be back very soon. Alrighty, so welcome back for your South Asian Cup Day 2's grand finals. So just to reiterate on things, guys, we did see, three amazing chicken dinners over there. We got Rush Bees, we got LOD, we even had Nexus. So the first three teams, EQZs, LODs, and Nexus, stands at the very top. Each of these three teams having a total of 92 points. So ways in order to be able to secure the title, they need to score further than that, so that we'll know who will be the best out of the top three teams. So for that, we will be having two matches left out to be played out, so definitely we will be able to see some variations in points. So leading all the way to your fourth match will be Miramar. A couple of teams all the way heading their way down to El Pozo. And the plane pathway seems to be cutting all the way from El Pozo to Impala. Any predictions on whom do you think will be able to secure the fourth chicken dinner? The circle has been established in successfully. So definitely we can see some of the teams heading towards their locations already, and the rest of the teams will need to be battling it out against the teams that will be gatekeeping towards the edge of the zone. And we can see ISSLs will be moving into the very mid of the zone, as well as Get Red. We also got team EQZ is having a tough time over here. Let's take a closer view. One of them has already been knocked out. We can see Octane, the powerhouse for team EQZ, being taken out. Ignites now moving into the next fight against Tabs, as you can see. And there you have it, guys. Oh, shots over there by Chips. Taking out Tabs completely out as well. Goes Juice by Omega. Dodo kind of looking into any possible shots he could take, and here comes Storm as well. Omega taking the revive at the same time. Now Storm being chased to where exactly he was at. I feel like I need a popcorn right now. This battle is just getting too intense, too interesting to watch. Now look at how the teams are, handling the fight over here. Octane getting the revive successfully as well. Oh, I did not see that over there. That was like a shot to the head right there, guys. And with that, one of the other members for Team Ignite goes down. Right, so EQZ is leading with 2 eliminations so far. Choda over here. There are a couple of shots being connected towards Omega. Unfortunately, it does not do much of damage that enables to take him out completely. It's still holding on to the very locations. Battle seems to be very, very intensifying. Being taken out as well, and here comes Choda. Very safely moves into his fellow colleague's location as well. So we got Chips, Choda, fortunately Juice, and who were not able to make it. This is how the first fight has been delivered in between Team EQZ and Choda. Minutes left before we close into stage 2 of your damaging zone. It's the Chips over here. Let's see, the rush is surreal straight towards Team Ignite. See, will it be Team Ignite or will it be Team EQZ's? And power from Team Ignite. And does not look good for Chips, guys. I think Chips might have not expected that to happen, but beautiful shots over there, taking out Octane once again. Let's see if Choda will be able to withstand it and secure. Fortunately, he will not be able to. Right, so he should be able to get Storm though. Comes the rush. Straight at Choda. Chips has confirmed 2 eliminations. Been taken down as well. That enables our Team Ignite Solo Man to kind of hold on to what's about to happen. We can see the revive happening at the same time, guys. This does not look good for the opposition's team, and we're getting a couple of shots over here. Unfortunately, Team Ignite will be taken down. I'm having a little bit of a toxicity over there, given that, you know, the best frags for the team have been taken out. But XFs will be taking the fight against Gen 6s at this point. Comes a grenade straight at Gen 6s. Does not do any damage at all. Stagnant to 16 teams, given that TLQs were not able to make it. And we also have Ignite, that was the first team to be eliminated. But I seemingly does not happen to have a fight at the moment. Earlier as well, Gen 6s were able to secure the midpoint, which was Monte, and now once again that's happening. AKAZAYA has taken the fight against LODs. LOD Hades goes down by Manu. Manu confirming Hades at the same time. Yaku has been knocked out, unfortunately. Then Hades completely out. I think Wimpy and Japai will be moving into a different location, given that, you know, they shouldn't be they shouldn't be losing themselves, they shouldn't be sacrificing themselves. Oh, Wimpy! Fortunately, guys, very unfortunate. Japai taking 2 knocks over there. He's on fire over here, guys. 3 knocks at the moment. Last man standing. Let's see. Will be Aku himself. That's definitely uncalled for over there. Couple of shots trying to take out Aku. That was a close call. Wimpy almost would have been knocked out. Japai getting a couple of shots over here as well. Eliminations total. Esports, and with that team, AKAZAYA will be the second team to be eliminated. So we're down to last 15 teams and just 56 alive. The zone closing in further. So the zone has been closed in further. We can see about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams already have made their way into the zone. Rest of the teams may need to kind of thrive harder, given that you know, the zone will be shrinking towards, seemingly will be shrinking towards an open area. So teams may need to really battle it out and find a position to kind of, you know, safely call it home. Except leading with 2 eliminations at this point. Gen 6s still, and XFs as well. So 2 of the Gen 6s members have been taken out. If that would have been gone to Team X7 at this point. And 6 is a Yacho. Yeah, that should be Yacho. We'll have to take the 1v1 that's about to happen to him. Can see a grenade being cooked as well by Snake. Uses it at the same time, and again the grenade is being cooked. If he'd be down goes Snake completely out there, guys. They're completely taking the elimination as well, so that's a point secured for Team Gen 6s. They're taking the fight against what the hell at this point. Miramar seems to be pretty much aggressive coming from each of these teams. Gen 6s are not giving up either. Comes two of the XF members, guys. Show and power to hold on to the very location. And we can see ISS is taking the fight against Great Direct as well. Circle closing in 20 seconds. Stage 3, and we can see power being knocked out, unfortunately. So it's up to Yacho to save the day or break the day. See, down goes Jimmy completely. Steve goes down as well. Sisters are having a tough time out there. Yacho moving in for the rush. Back up again. Taking the fight against, and a couple of shots over here by Yacho. Almost had him over there, and unfortunately, guys, down goes Yacho. I think he had that. He was a little bit of, I would say, went into the rush quite early. Alright, so last man standing for Team ISSLs would be Mini himself. Mini getting a couple of shots from every corner over here, guys. I do not think he will be able to stand a chance. How he makes it his way to survive. The question is, for how long will he be able to survive? He'll definitely get a couple of shots from the left side. Completely into a different location, so that enables him to kind of stay out of the game. Unfortunately, he has been spotted over. Trying to get in the last couple of whatever that he's able to boost himself up with. We got D2Ws, overlooking into mini ISSL's location, so that is kind of very hard for them. Lucifer is in the verge of being revived. But the HELLY is coming right behind as well. Right, let's see, guys, what the HELLYs will be most probably getting into a fight against. Lucifer taking down D2W Babe, the P14. Lucifer, the beast, has been revived, and Mini taking out what the hell K. Goes Mini by Tactics. Unfortunately, guys, Mini will be completely taken out of the game. The last man standing will be Lucifer. Zone has closed in further as well. RB is holding on to the very mid of the zone. Seems like the zone is definitely going to pick on to the place where the golden Mirado is at. If I'm wrong. V is moving into a safer location as well. And is for how long, because there's a lot of teams literally surrounding, and so far EQZs and RB seems to be in a very, very good position where they're able to stay put for temporarily. The HELLY is over here, clearing one elimination so far. I think Rush B Esports will be making it a to at VE ISS. There you have it, guys. The first knock has been taken out. Down goes VE knock. He over here taking out a knock against King Uz. I will trying to take out the revive. Down goes Vicky as well by Ninja. They literally moved in for the rush. Mew would be able to revive his teammate in time though. You can see they're literally looking into Ninja. Giving out info. Bees are literally, trying to ambush them from every corner, every nook, so that the VEs will have no chance of, moving away from the fight that they're about to witness, that they're about to get involved into. Still stagnant with 14 teams and 46 alive. There's not going to be any fights anytime sooner. Hey guys, but the HELLY is having a fight against NGs at the same time, and the circle will be closing in about 20 seconds left into stage 4, so teams need to ensure that they get into the zone ASAP, because stage 5 is going to be very damaging, and given the dimension of the map like Miramar, teams really need to ensure that they get into the zone at the earliest, I would say. And would you look at that, a hard shift all the way to water treatment. All the way to water treatment. Now that's a definite hard shift right there. Looks of it, NGs are having a really good time because they've secured the most elite position for water treatment. Because if you take a look, guys, it's a mountainous arena, and they literally have viewpoints. They have access to every location from every corner. Yuzi is moving in. Nexus have already held on to a top location, and I think they will be taking the fight against D2Ws. Yuzi is already involved in a fight. Get wrecked. They're already with 2 eliminations, a couple of more grenades being thrown at. A couple of more grenades as well. So we got Nifty in the house. At the same time, perfect time for Nifty to be involved in here.
Hello, check.
Down with you. You're audible, Nifty.
Sorry guys, sorry I couldn't make it earlier, but now I'm here. So should I take over Jilo right now?
Yes, please.
Alright, so I'm not sure what's happening right now, but it seems that EQZ is getting eliminated right now with the players of team get wrecked, 1 player down. Toxie is down, but he gets revived here. And on the other side, we have the players of team VICTORY X as well. So 4 players of team VICTORY X are here, and I don't see the overall rankings. I'm not sure how is the overall ranking or how the teams performed as well, but I hope the teams that were at the top yesterday have been able to perform well today as well, and the teams who could not perform yesterday have done their homework, worked on the strategies, and came back stronger today. So nevertheless, let's head back to what's happening right now. We have VE Esports with Chris and Vicky down. Dema and Mew are the only two players holding on. Dema is inside the vehicle. I guess he's trying to go in for the rush, or he's trying to get the player back on his feet. Chris is crawling his way backwards, gets revived here by Mew, and with that we are here for match number 4, which means that we just have one last match remaining after this. And right now it's in the 4th stage, so we have a total of 12 teams and 40 players going on. So alright, we have the players of Team OUTLAWZ still alive as well. 18. I'm not sure whether he means that same creatine that we take when we go to the gyms and all, or not, but it is a very good buff if you are a gym bro. And we have the players of Team OUTLAWZ here, Peace, Bronco, and we have Aziz, the 4 players of Team OUTLAWZ. And with that, Peace goes in for a really good fight, gets a very good knock, and the players of Team VE Esports on the other side are on the verge of B going down. Yep. So with that, we have the players of Team VE Esports going down. The players of Team Rush B are making their way inside, but Kinga goes down, Cyber, and then we have Newbie still holding on. Newbie's inside the vehicle. He's trying to make his way in. Cyber on the other side has the cover of UAZ, but gets a lot of damage from the right side. Alright, my bad. VE Esports is still alive, but I guess not any longer. Did VE Esports go down, guys? Let's see. And for now, we have the players of Team NEXUS on the other side going in for the fight as well. So NEXUS, one of the top 3 teams as of yesterday. Can they go in for a good fight and improve their rankings in the overall points table? Let's find out here. And for now, the players of Team destined to win. They are giving out the best with Nobu and Trash still holding on. And VE Esports are out of this game, guys. So we have the players of Team VE Esports out. Trash is getting rushed in by Team NEXUS. And NEXUS, Jamu knows exactly where Trash is. Trash goes down. Nobu with the DPS gets the player knocked out. Gets wiped out in the final moment here. So D2W are out as well. They are not destined to win in this match, but still it was a good fight coming in. And with that, the players of VE X on the other side are here still holding on. So I missed 3 matches, including the first part of this match. So Jado, did anything good happen before this?
Oh, absolutely. We did witness Elodie's thriving for another chicken dinner. So that's a total of 3 chicken dinners down the line. And mind you, Nifty, so once we concluded all 3 matches, we had about NEXUS, LOD, and EQZs. All 3 teams had similar points, 92 points for all 3 teams. So we do have, I mean, after concluding this match and the next, is when we would be able to see who would have been able to to be the top at the very top, with a couple of varying points from amongst the rest of the teams as well.
Yep.
So that's a question. It's going to be either one of those 3 teams for certain, Nifty.
Yes, indeed. So that's something good as well, because the competition is still there with the last 2 matches remaining. So normally in some of the tournaments we see one team outshining all the other teams. So from the very start of the grand finals, the teams we are like able to predict who will win. But when it comes to the South Asian Cup, where the 3 nations have collabed together, where the top teams from the 3 nations have came together for this event, we are seeing a very good competition between the teams. And regarding the fact that 3 teams have almost equal points, maybe few points a difference between them, it is very interesting to see that even with the last 2 matches remaining, including this match, we still don't really have a definite or a clear winner. So let's see how well the teams will be able to play under pressure. And normally I say that under pressure you either become a diamond or you just break under the pressure. So let's see who are and who will be the true champions of the South Asian Cup, who is eligible, or who is the most worthy of South Asian Cup as well. So for now, the players of Team LOD are losing out on the players. They're breaking down under pressure. Wimpy goes down. Just one player holding up from Team LOD. And the hopes of LOD, the fans of LOD will not be happy as Juppy goes out. LOD are out of this game, but do keep in mind, guys, NEXUS and EQZ are out as well. So the top 3 teams are out. Are we gonna see a dark horse coming out of nowhere, guys? Other than the 3 teams, we might see somebody coming up, but again, for now, the overall ranking is not shown, so it's all up to the teams to showcase their skills, and up to the fans as well. If you are really into this tournament, you all might be counting the points after each match as well. But other than that, it's all up to the prediction, guys. So do predict below in the comment section below. Who do you think will take home the win? But for now, a very good grenade coming in from Batman. The Dark Knight is now finally rising, and he has another grenade in his hand. Can he go in for a second knock? Can he go for a 2-for-2 knock here? The grenade comes in the right spot, and it's a 2-for-2 knock coming in. The man with the golden hand, it's none other than Batman for now, and we have Flanky holding on. 6 eliminations coming in from Flanky. I saw him in the top players list yesterday. So can Flanky get his teams back together? The front lines are breaking down, but Flanky is still holding on. Batman on the other side does not really know where the players are. He's trying to go in for the finish, but the elimination conversion is not yet coming in from Batman. So even with the 2 knocks coming in, if you cannot go in for the elimination, it's almost the same as not having a single knock in the first place. So we have the players of Team SDMZ all the way from Maldives, guys, with 12 points, and they are one of the top 4 teams here in this match. We still have one more match remaining, and the last match will be Erangel. So right now, the pressure is really high amongst the team, and we can see the players of Team SDMZ here. Flanky going in for the retaliation nades here. The grenades are coming in. The players of Team... Ooh! Batman now goes down, and the players of Team SDMZ will now showcase them how to convert the knocks into the eliminations here. Flanky going out in front, but we have the players of Team SDMZ going down instead. Aman goes down. Nanu goes down. Flanky goes down. And it's bot bro, I guess. The only guy holding on. Let's just call him Bot, guys. So we have Bot, the last guy holding on from his team. He has spotted out the player, gets the finish, and now it's a 1v2 situation for the winner chicken dinner. He deals out the damage, unable to go in for the finish, went in for the peak, but just like that, the players of Team XFXL7 takes home the winner chicken dinner in the 4th match. So these are some of the teams who could not really perform well in the last day, that is Grand Finals Day 1. But for Day 2, guys, they have worked on their strategies, and you can see new faces taking home the winner chicken dinner. So a very good winner chicken dinner taken in the last moment. And yep, for now we are done with the match 4. We still have one more match remaining, and the question still remains, guys, who is in the lead? And I guess for now the prediction will not show us the overall ranking, so it's all up to the fans to comment below who they think will win. And if you are like a diehard fan for them, so do pray for them as well, guys, because prayers do work sometimes. And for now, it is the players of Team XFXL7 taking home the winner chicken dinner in a very beautiful way in the Miramar map. So with that, guys, you can see the handsome faces of the players of Team XFXL7. I'm not really sure what it stands for. JLo, do you have any idea about the full form for XFXL7?
X-Force and Legend 7. I remember.
Oh, all right. So that's the full form, guys, if you all did not know. So X-Force Legends, right?
That's correct.
Alright, so with that, guys, we have the players of Team X-Force, L7 taking home the winner chicken dinner, Snake with 1, Mighty with 3, Joker with 4, and finally Batman with 1 as well. Batman did have a lot of knocks in the last moment, but he could not convert it to an elimination. So with that, this is the team stats for the winner chicken dinner champions for this match, and let's move on to the next one. And to all the people, guys, I'm sorry I could not make it here. And as you all know, we have the global peace program taking place in Bhutan. So I was a little bit caught up in that. And when it comes to religion, guys, we cannot really, what do you call it, guys, ignore that, or let's just say I was busy in that, guys. So with that, we have the match summary for this match. So we have the 65 eliminations in this match, 76 knockouts, 11,513 total healings, 1 grenade elimination. It's a cute one. And then we have 1 vehicle elimination as well. And with that, 35 assists. So with that, let's move on to the next one. So that was the match summary for match number 4, guys, Miramar. And for this match, we have the two teams going head to head. So it's Team New Generation, SDMZ, and then we have XFXL7. So 2027 damage to 1705, 10 to 10 knockouts, 13 to 9 eliminations, 26 to seconds to 26 minutes 16 seconds. And with that, we are moving on to the next. That is the MVP. And once again, guys, Flanky is the MVP for this match. SDMZ New Generation, Flanky, the MVP. 6 eliminations, 871 damage, 1 assist, 6 knockouts, 407 heals. And with that, let's move on to the next stats. But guys, do look out for Flanky, guys. If you are from Maldives, you all might already know about him. But if you are from the different region, you all know who to look out for from Maldives, guys. Flanky is the MVP for this match. The star of this match, not far away, is Jappy with 5 eliminations, 577 damage. Joker with 4, 691 damage. Nobu with 3, 548 damage. And finally, we have Omega from EQZ with 2, 751 damage, guys. So these are the top 5 stars out of all the players that we had in match number 9. So let's move on to the next, guys. Alright, so from the match rankings, I would give it up to JLo to give a view on this.
Thank you very much, Nifty. Seems like I'm having a little bit of connection issue, so I'm not able to see it. Let me just try reconnecting.
Should I take over then?
Yes, please. Oh, all right,
Right.
all right. It's back. I'm back on track.
Okay.
All right. So thank you very much, Nifty. Now hashtag 5. We got Victory X with 7 points, along with Red Bulls with 7 points, and at hashtag 3 we got Outlaws leading with 10 points, and then we got XFs leading with 19 points in total. However, we got hashtag 1 Team NG with a total of 19 points as well. So these are your top 5 teams upon concluding match 9, also known as your 4th match for day 2's grand finals of South Asian Cups, and the rest of the teams were able to secure in between 1 point to 7 points in between each. So these are your match rankings. So, yep, further ado, guys, we can see a wrangle has been concluded. Rushbees were able to secure the chicken dinner in it, and Miramar by LODs, leading up to a total of 20 points. And then we had Rondo, a phenomenal performance over there by Team Nexus, scoring a total of 27 points for the team. And then, of course, we have Miramar, an unexpected chicken dinner over here by XFL 7s, leading up with 19 points in total. So next up is gonna be the final match for the day, the deciding match, the match that's gonna change the whole game when it comes to the overall rankings, isn't it, Nifty? So that's something we are yet to witness. Nifty, do you have anything else that you'd like to perhaps bring into limelight?
I would just like to add that now we just have the last match remaining, guys. And when you have 3 nations coming together for one tournament, there's a huge thing on the line, and for now it is the pride of the nation as well. So let's see, guys, which nation will take home the SAC championship. And with just 1 match remaining, guys, comment below who do you think will take home the win, and yep, gauge your prediction right. So with that, we'll just take a short break, and after the short break we'll be back for the very last match, guys.
Guys, so welcome back to your South Asian Cups Grand Finals Day 2. And it's definitely been an honor for Nifty to come back into limelight as well. So we did witness 4 matches being played out and how 4 different teams were able to secure the chicken dinner for your Day 2. So next up is the final match, the final map, the final giveaway that's gonna come from all of these top dominative 18 teams, Nifty. So before we head straight on to the match, just wanted to say that the teams have been actively participating, and each and every team performed to their very best. It's definitely a really big chance to see all these teams from 3 different nations battling against one another. Now this is going to be the game changer. This is going to be the game changing map rather. We're going to see who will be able to crown themselves as the champion for your South Asian Cup. So Nifty, over to you.
Alright guys, so this will be the very final deciding match for the SAC Championship, guys. So the South Asian Cup Championship, it all relies on this match. So the top 3 teams, I've just seen the chat right now, and they had the same amount of elimination points, the same amount of position points, which means the overall points were same as well. So Nexus, LOD and EQZ, they had the same points, but I'm not sure how the ranking changed after the last match. So we have some small changes in the last match, and we'll have some more changes in this match. But for now, Nexus have dropped in the Rozhok area. I'm not sure why, but maybe they did not want to take the fight in the Pochinki area, but now they are in the Rozhok area, and this is the place where they don't really take the fights. They normally drop in Pochinki, so I'm not sure if Nexus, they know in and out of Rozhok or how the opposition fights in Rozhok. So Nexus, they might be just landing themselves inside a trap or the jaws of the opposing team, and might be losing up the championship run if they get exited, if they get wiped out early. But if the opposite happens, then it's a very good thing for them. They will be getting 4 easy points from the very start, but there is always a chance, guys. It's always a risk, and if you want to get the biscuit, you have to risk it, and the players of Team Nexus are now risking everything. Will they be able to get the knocks? Will they be able to go in for the fight? We are moving on close to this fight. The players of Team Rushby are here. I'm not sure why both Rushby and Nexus are here. Rushby is another team that likes to take the fight in the Pochinki area as well. So both the teams are here. They're going in for the fight. Godson, Gels, Chamo and Tobden are here. But Gels gets a beautiful knock on Rushby Kinga. And with that, it's a fist coming in. Oh, the pans were coming in as well, so some bad blood are here. So maybe the teams are targeting each other as well. The players of Team Nexus gets 1 player down from the sides of Team Rushby. Rushby, 1 player is down, gets finished out by the punch, and we have Nexus, we have Rushby, my bad, newbie here, proning himself. The players of Team VE and Gen 6 are taking fight in the backlines as well, but this fight is more important, I would say, because we have one of the teams in the top 3 teams, but again, the players of Team VE Esports on the other side are going in for the rush against the players of Team Gen 6, and we have Suspect holding down against Vicky. Vicky on the other side has the DBS in his hand, who will go in for the rush, who will go in for the first move, and it's Suspect getting the knock on Vicky. Vicky is down. Suspect trying to climb inside the window, but unable to do so right now. The players of Team Genesis has 2 players down. The players of Team VE has 3 players still holding up, and Suspect is getting rushed in, but now the Molotov is coming in. Suspect jumping on top of the Molotov gets wiped out. He just burned himself out there. Chris went in for the Molotov. Suspect jumps on the fire, and with that, we have the players of Team Gen 6 getting wiped out early on, and with that we have ISSL missing out. So I guess ISSL, they are not here because they did not perform well yesterday, and TLQ has missed out on the matches as well. So that is again another thing that I noticed in the SL community, guys. Most teams, they give up if they don't perform well in the first day. So I guess that's why, or maybe they have the other reasons, but that's just something that I noticed myself. And with that, Red Bull goes down as well. The Bulls have now been slain, and with that, VE Esports have collected a total of 6 massive eliminations in the very first stage itself. So not even 5 minutes into this game, and they have collected 6 eliminations. The players of Team Melody on the other side. Outlaw Peace gets the knock on Hades, but we have Rengoku going down. The rush is coming in. The players of Team Melody are getting rushed in. Hades is down. The revive is coming in, but the players of Team Outlaws are going in for the rush as well. Aziz is here, going in for the booster. He's trying to boost his health up before going in for the rush. And with that, the players of Team LOD, yet another team in the top 3. They are facing some very terrible pressure here from Team Outlaws, but they have already got one elimination from the sides of Team Outlaws. So Outlaws, Rengoku will be the first casualty from his team. 3 players still holding on: Creatine, Aziz, and Peace. So these are the 3 players of Team Outlaws trying to take the battle against LOD. LOD should do their very best in this battle. They should make sure that they don't lose out a single player. They should make sure that they win this fight, collect the 4 points, and get out of this place without a single casualty if they want to get this championship under their banner, guys. So we have 3 nations here: Maldives, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka, and we have the top teams from each nation here, guys. So the top 18 teams from each nation are here, and out of this top 18 teams, guys, EQZ, Nexus, and LOD, they have been performing really well from the very first day itself. And this is the last match, the last day of the grand finals, the South Asian Cup. It all comes down to this. So we have LOD, we have Nexus taking the fight. EQZ on the other side, however, seems to be in a safe spot. So I guess if Nexus and LOD, they mess up on this fight, it will be a really good thing for Team EQZ. But on the other side, if they take this fight really well, then the hands will be warm, the confidence will get boosted up, and with that, I'm sure Team LOD and Nexus both will be able to go in for some good fight as the match goes on. And with that, we have the players of Team LOD getting knocked, but Juppy goes down. Juppy gets finished out by Creatine. The players of Team LOD loses out on their IGL. It's a very huge loss for the players of Team LOD. But again, when you lose the IGL from the very start of the game, it's a good thing as well, because the IGL does not have to perform in the game. All he has to do is make use of his brain. So it's 50-50, I would say. And with that, the players of Team Nexus remains with the last 3 players. On the other side, Outlaws remains with just 1. Peace will be the last guy holding on. Will he be able to maintain peace against LOD, or will he go out? Let's find out. DBS and AUG in his hand. The grenades are coming in the right place, dealing out the damage. Peace still holding on with the DBS. He has the first person perspective coming in as well. And with that, the players of Team Outlaws all relies on Peace. Peace goes down, and with that, the players of Team LOD collects a total of 4 eliminations, but they lose out on the IGL, guys. So it's a huge loss. And Chilo, do you think losing the IGL from the very start is a good thing or a bad thing? Yes.
Sorry, I was having a little bit of connection issue, just had to reconnect. Alright, so yes, just to reiterate on what Nifty was saying, well, that depends on the situation completely. Alright, so let's see, guys. SDMZ, we got Flanky, the previous MVP. Now I think we did see some really good performances throughout the matches that I casted for Nifty. Flanky is on fire. Like he doesn't just deliver his shots, he delivers it in absolute grace and style, and that's something I would love to watch once again. Alright, so speak of the devil, guys, Nano taking confirmation in there, and we can see EQZs will be getting into a fight against EQZ Ignites. I think there was a lot of drop clashes, a lot of clashes around, you know, their very particular locations itself. We can see EQZs taking the first knock against Dodo. Do not think anyone would be able to secure Dodo in time. They've already confirmed 1 elimination, so it's just 2 manpower over here, given that there's no feasibility of having to revive Dodo anytime sooner. EQZ is still holding on to the very location, trying to see if they would be able to have a chance of rushing straight at the opposition team over here. Another grenade connecting, let's see. Unfortunately, it does not connect at all, and we can see Ignites moving into a completely different location, moving straight into the very compound that the entire team is at. We can see Dodo still not being he hasn't recovered from his health as of yet, but we also can see EQZs are literally cornering Team Ignite from every possible nukes and hooks. But the question is, who do you think will be able to escape here from Lipoka? Will it be Team EQZs, or by a fair chance of luck. Will it be Team Ignite instead? You can see Ignite still holding on to the very location. 13 teams remaining and 48 alive. Let's see who would be able to take the push in successfully. Will it be Team EQZs or will it be Team Ignite? That's up for you to decide, because viewers, we would love to get some engagement coming from your end as well. Drop your comments down below and let us know which team you are rooting for. Our EQZs are still holding on to the very location, and here comes the rush over here, guys, by Tabs. Tabs moving in, Chips still holding on to the very location, gets a couple of shots, and unfortunately down goes Chips. So it's up to the full manpower over here, Dodo as well as... Okay, so Dodo just exposed himself. Down goes Juice as well. Last man standing will be Dodo. Will Dodo be able to handle the stress, the pressure? Unfortunately, he will not be able to, and a little bit of toxicity coming out here from Storm as well. So the team to be eliminated once again will be Team Ignite. We're down to 12 teams and 43 remaining. Now let's take a view at Nifty's POV. Nifty over to you.
So we have the players of team What the Helly going in for the fight against team D2W. Players of team D2W, they have a player down, and yep, the players of team EQZ on the other side, guys. Unlike team LOD, they have wiped out the entire players of Team Ignite without a single casualty. So Team EQZ has collected 4 eliminations as well. LOD has collected 4. Nexus for now has 1. And Nexus, can they do the same as EQZ, or will they go in like LOD, or will they go in for a different outcome from this fight? So we have the top 3 teams, all the 3 teams going in for the fight. EQZ for now has the best record out of the 3 teams. LOD did their best as well, but they lost out on their IGL Japan itself. And with that, we are witnessing the fight between D2W and What the Helly right now. So we have K, Virus, and then we have Hugh, and with that the zone is closing down, guys. The zone is closing down slowly. We have Shelter right in the center, and the players of team What the Helly are now trying to back out. They don't really want to go in for the fight against D2W anymore, because inside the shelter, guys, inside the shelter you can see a lot of spaces where you can actually hold a lot of choke points for the rushers as well. So the players of team What the Helly knows it best, and with that, guys, the players of team Rush B, Cyber OP goes down, but we have the players of team Nexus kills down. Ninja will now be the last guy holding up. The players of Team Rush B Esports on the verge of getting wiped out. They are still taking the fight outside the zone, guys, but still the zone damage is not that significant. We can see very small health bar getting finished by the zone. So the players of Team Nexus might just be able to wipe out the entire squad of Team Rush B without a single player down. And with that, we have the players of Team SDMZ here. Oh, bot goes down. Flanky is coming in for the backup, and with that, Flanky comes in, deals out some damage. The players of Team VE ISSPORTS goes out completely. 5 eliminations added up to the points of Team NG, and with that we have VE ISSPORTS out as well. VE ISSPORTS, they went in for a really good fight. They collected 7 eliminations within the stage 2, but for now they meet up with an early demise from Team NG, and with that we have Team Rush B out as well. So out of the top 3 teams, we have LOD losing out on 1 player, 4 eliminations, but we have Nexus and EQZ with 4 and 3. Oh, Nexus did not get the last elimination, guys, so I guess it was the zone who got a hold of Team Rush B. So with that, we have 3 different teams with 3 different outcomes. The players of Team EQZ and Nexus, however, have all the 4 players still holding on, so the probability of them taking the winner chicken dinner, I would say, is a little bit higher compared to LOD. And with that in mind, guys, comment below once again if you think that your predictions will change regarding the fact that the players of Team LOD have lost out on Japan, the IGL, one of the key spines or the backbones of Team LOD. So with that, guys, this is the very last match of the South Asian Cup. It is a tournament between the 3 nations, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and Maldives, and out of these 3 nations, guys, there will only be 1 champion. So who will take home the championship? Will it be LOD? Will it be EQZ, or will it be Nexus, or will it be a different team, guys? Because we never know. And this is the very last match. All the teams are going in for some good fights. LF AKAZAYA meets up with an early exit here. The players of Team SDMZ, New Generation, they have 9 massive eliminations already, guys. Are they trying to make a comeback in the very last match? We never know. If they go in for some more eliminations, they can collect as many points as they want. We still have a total of 29 players with 9 teams still alive, so there is a chance for a very huge chicken dinner with a lot of eliminations for them. So the players of Team NG, they are going in for a very wild push, a very wild gameplay, and we can see that it's working for now, except that they have lost out on one player. So the players of Team SDMZ NG collects 9 eliminations with a loss of one player. It's a good trade, I would say, for now, but let's see how well the next trade will come in. And we are seeing the players of Team LOD right now going in for some safe gameplay. Hades, Cesar, and we have Wimpy, the 3 last guys remaining from their team. Jape unfortunately is out as well, and we have the next zone closing up in the next 20 seconds, guys. So with that, the players of Team Destined to Win are here holding up with a duo. So 50% of the team is down. We just have the next 50, and we have God and Trash here with the M416 trying to scout out the area. Do they know that the players of Team LOD are here? I'm not sure if they know about them. Maybe they have heard the vehicles coming in. But we have the players of Team EQZ going in for the fight against Team Get Wrecked on the other side of the map, guys. So we have the players of Team EQZ here. They already have a total of 4 eliminations. They have got a knock against the players of Team Get Wrecked. Get Wrecked on the other side are trying to hold back the players of Team EQZ as Draco is down. Toxie is coming in for the backup. He's going on to the front lines. Can he get the players down from Team EQZ? If Team EQZ goes out, it would be a huge blunder from them, but the players of Team Get Wrecked, they already are in the disadvantage with one player down. EQZ have a lot of pressure on their shoulders, and with that, Toxie goes down. EQZ are getting the players of Team Get Wrecked down one after another. We have Blade and Dumbo, the only 2 guys holding on. Blade is here on the other side. It's a 1-for-1 split coming in from Team Get Wrecked, and the players of Team EQZ on the other side still holds up with all the 4 players. Tabish is providing the cover fire. We have Storm inside the vehicle trying to scout out and collect as much information as he can, and Blade knows exactly where Storm is heading onto. With that, Blade for now does not pull the trigger. Storm still going on towards Dumbo. Dumbo is now getting rushed in by Team EQZ, and with that, Dumbo gets a lot of damage. 25% health remaining, but Blade gets the knock here. Dumbo does not really go in for the finisher. He goes in for the first aid instead. It's a good thing, but now the grenades are coming in and down. Oh, my bad, guys. The grenade was not cooked at all. So the players of Team EQZ are just throwing down the grenades like some rocks. And with that, we have the players of Team Get Wrecked getting knocked out by Tabish. Tabish was providing the cover fire from behind, and with that we have Get Wrecked Blade trying to make his way away, so he does not want to go in for the fight. He had enough of the players of Team EQZ. He's making his way towards the safe area instead, and with that EQZ collects yet another 3 points for themselves without losing a single player, guys. So it's a really good thing for EQZ. And Jado, what do you think on this performance from EQZ right now?
I think it's definitely a comeback moment from EQZs. So in the previous matches, Nifty, to be honest, they had like sort of like an average when it comes to the points gaps. However, they were still keeping up with, the top overall rankers. So I feel like this is definitely going to be a game changer, table changer for Team EQZs, given that, if they're able to play it right, pull out the right cards at the same time, I feel like, they would be able to lead the overall rankings as well. But then again, that's just, a presumption of what could have been if they pull out their cards right, Nifty. That's what I'm trying to, pull out here, right? So let's see. I think EQZs are definitely, focusing on giving out a perfect comeback from comparing to the previous matches that we witnessed, how they were able to play out, but we're not succeeding like on day 1, which is yesterday. So since this is the last match, the last map for the day, obviously we're going to see some aggressive performances coming from the team. And definitely, just to reiterate, guys, Team NG, we see a perfect comeback coming from Team NG as well, securing 9 eliminations already, and then following it up with EQZ's 7 eliminations. Feels like EQZs are feeling the hype. The adrenaline seems to be pumping out from their nerves. I can literally feel the pressure that's being built up here. We can see that Tabs has already secured 4 eliminations, 2 for Storm and 1 for Octane. So we can see EQZ Esports still holding on to the very location, and what the hell he might most probably get into a fight against team EQZs. That they're holding on the very location, and the circle will be shrinking in further, and it does. The circle shrinks in furthermore. You can see shelter is the primary location for the zone to close into, so teams will be locating themselves within shelter area. I think that's like the topmost part of shelter, and it's a completely open zone as well. So teams definitely might need to use every possible utility that they could get their hands on. Else, it's gonna be very hard for them to kind of stay ahead. Alright, so we can see what the hell is. The thing, there's not a single person in front of K, but K kind of assumes there would have been, hence, wasting all his utilities at the moment. I think teams are really panicking right now. Oh, what was that shot over there, Nifty?
I'm not sure what we call the type of shot, but whatever happens, the players of team What the Helly are actually getting the What the Helly gameplay right now. So unlike yesterday, is the players of team What the Helly on the receiving end. So we have K, the last guy holding on, and so with that, the players of team XFXL7 are here. They are the winners of the last game, and they do have another team on their scope, but they are not really going in for the rush right now. With that, the players of team VX are out of this game. So we're left the last 8 teams, guys. The top 3 teams are still here on the run for the winner chicken dinner, and they are trying to collect as many points as they can for themselves to be safe in the overall ranking. And with that, LOD versus Nexus is now taking place, guys. The top teams are taking the fight against each other. EQZ has already collected 9 massive points for themselves, guys. Will EQZ be the champions of this tournament? Let's find out as we are here in the stage 5 of this tournament. I mean, of this match. And with that, we have the last 7 teams as well. Gels was knocked out here, but Gels is getting revived here. A new circle is forming up in the next 20 seconds. And with that, we have Octane getting knocked out by Team NG. Team NG has been on complete domination and fire this entire match, but for now they're taking the fight against Team EQZ. Can the fire be put out by Team EQZ, or will the players of Team NG burn out the players of Team EQZ as well? Ooh, Flanky goes down. The players of Team NG are now going down slowly. Flanky gets completely finished out there. With that, Aman will now be the last guy. 9 eliminations might be all that the players of Team NG can collect, as they are now heading up against the players of Team EQZ. And with that, we have the players of Team LOD taking the fight as well. The players of Team LOD, they are getting some knocks left and right. We have the players of Team XFXL taking the fight here. Hades on the other side is trying to get the finishes here. Gets the knock against XFXL7. And the players of Team LOD, will they be able to go in for a good rush? The players of Team NG gets wiped out here. It's Tabish with 7 eliminations, guys. He's unstoppable right now. He's on a rampage. He's on a domination. EQZ in the very last moment, guys, shining bright. They are shining very well under pressure here, and we can clearly see the players of Team Nexus and LOD doing the same as well. The players of Team LOD, they have Cesar and Hades still holding on. Cesar, in one of the matches yesterday, we saw him with 14 eliminations. That is the type of performance that we need in this last match for them to secure the victory as well. We have XFXL7 here, Joker behind the tree. Joker still holding on. He knows exactly where Cesar is. He's trying to go out in front. Wimpy is out already. The players of Team LOD holds up with the last 2 players. Blade gets the knock, but we have Blade going out from Team Get Wrecked. And with that, the players of Team Get Wrecked are out of this game. We are left the last 4 teams, guys. The last 4 teams are here. 14 players still alive. The players of Team LOD are trying level best to make sure that the players of Team XFXL7 goes down. Cesar with the best spray here gets the player down. Cesar can go in for the finish. They collect 8 eliminations, but have they collected enough points for them to secure the victory? EQZ goes out, guys. It's Nexus versus LOD for the winner chicken dinner. Have the players of Team EQZ collected enough points for them to win this tournament? Or will the players of Team LOD or Nexus get the winner chicken dinner and take home the trophy? So now the top teams are here. The top 2 Drukpas are here. We have LOD with Hades and Caesar, and then we have the players of Team Nexus with all the 4 players alive, guys. Nexus, they have the higher probability of taking home the win, 65% chance of taking home the winner chicken dinner compared to just 35 of Team LOD. But again, we have Caesar, we have Hades, the previous MVP versus the previous MVP and the current MVP in one team, guys. Hades and Caesar. You all know how good and how clutch these players are, but again, against the entire team of Nexus. Another team, the top reigning team of this tournament with all the 4 players, they are very strong as well. Godson is still alive. This is the eagle eye view coming in. And now we have Godson, the clutch master with the grenade. Flies in. Hades gets the damage. It's almost gets knocked out here. Jammu still holding on. Caesar goes down. What has Caesar done to his team now? Caesar goes out. Hades goes out. Nexus takes the very final winner chicken dinner. And now the question remains, guys. Has Nexus collected enough points for them to win the championship? Now we will know about it real soon. But again, for now, guys, Nexus with the fabulous winner chicken dinner right when they needed it the most. The players of Team LOD gave out the best as well. EQZ gave out the best as well. And other than these 3 teams, I'm not really sure who are at the top. So for now, let's just focus on the teams who are in the limelight. And with that, guys, we have the players of Team Nexus, Topden, Godson, Gels, and we have Jammu taking home the win. So with that, guys, we are done with all the matches of the South Asian Cup. This is the winner chicken dinner team stats for the last match. We have Jammu with 3, Gels with 3, Godson with 2, and finally Topden with 3 as well. So this was the stat for this match. And now let's move on to the match summary. So we have the match summary for match number 10. 59 eliminations coming in, guys. 56 knockouts, 6,612 healings, which is very less compared to the last match. 1 vehicle elimination, 4 grenade elimination, and finally 34 assists. So let's move on to the next stat as well. Alright, so with that, guys, we have the head-to-head coming in, and even though LOD survived till the very end, it is the players of Team EQZ and Nexus going head-to-head in match number 10. 2,402 massive damage coming in from EQZ against 1,188, 7 to 10 knocks, 11 to 12 eliminations, 25 minutes 26 seconds survival time to 23 minutes 23 minutes 54 seconds, and with that 21 to 17 points collected by Nexus and EQZ respectively. So with that, we are done with the head-to-head as well. And let's see, guys, whether we have more stats or not. Alright, so yep, I almost forgot the MVP for this match, guys. So the MVP for the very last match, even with the players of Team Nexus taking home the win, it is EQZ, Tabish, guys. The guy who took home the MVP in the very first match is the MVP in the very last match as well. So the first impression is the last impression, but for this, the first MVP is the last MVP for Team SAC. So 8 eliminations coming in from Tabish, and now we will be moving on to the top players for this match. Tabish once again at the top with 8 eliminations, and then we have Aman with 4, Caesar with 3, Flanky once again in the top 5 players list with 2, and finally we have Storm with 3 eliminations, guys. So these are the top 5 players for this match, and we are done with the top 5 players as well. And finally, I guess it is the match ranking for this match. We have the players of Team Nexus taking home a very big chunk of points. We have 21 points coming in total. EQZ with 17, LOD with 14, SDMZ New Generation with 11, VE ISSPORTS with 7, and as of the bottom 5, right, it's TLQ, ISSL, Rush B, Victory X, and Ignite, all the 5 teams with 0 points, guys. So we are done with the match ranking as well. And now you all might be wondering, guys, who has taken home the win? So let's see who will be the team that takes home the win as well. And with that, this is the schedule for today, guys. So we are done with all the matches. Rush B took home the first winner chicken dinner. LOD took home the next, and then we have Nexus in match number 8 for today, taking home the win. Then we have XFXL7, and finally with the second winner chicken dinner of the day, Nexus ends the tournament strong with 21 points, guys. So this was the schedule, and with that, guys, we are done with all the stats, I guess, for this with this matches. And now, guys, we'll be moving on to the third next. But before that, JLo, do you have any prediction on who might be the team in the third, second, and first for now? Let's just have a quick prediction and then we'll be moving on to the third, second, first, guys.
I do not think there would be enough time for us to have the prediction, but then again, yes, I believe, most probably it's either one of those three teams. Nifty, it's either
Yep.
EQZ, it's either Nexus, or it's either LOD, because they were the top three performing teams till the very end as well. So I'm confused as well at this point. I feel like Nexus may have won, and LOD somewhat in second or third, and EQs is either in between second or third. I'm just fingers crossed.
All right. So now let's move on to the third place, guys, and let's see how well the prediction from JLo comes into fruition. So let's move on to the team in the third position. All right, guys. So for the South Asian Cup, the team in the third position are the players of Team LOD Esports from Bhutan, guys. So they had a total of 2 winner-winner chicken dinner out of the 10 matches that we had in the grand finals, with a total of 77 eliminations, 36 placement points, and 113 points. The players of Team LOD, they gave out their best, but still they were unable to take the championship, and with that they have ranked themselves in the third position. So with that, huge congratulations to LOD Esports for the very good performance, and I'm not sure whether they'll be happy or not, but for us, guys, we are proud of Team LOD for bringing home the hashtag 3 trophy. And with that, we'll be moving on to the hashtag second position next, guys. So now, as soon as we see the team in the second position, we'll be able to predict who has won the tournament. So, ooh, guys, the players of Team EQZ Esports, they gave out their best. It was a really good start coming in from their side as well in the last match, but at the last moment, guys, the players of Team Nexus, they took home the winner-winner chicken dinner. So I guess that was enough for them to win this championship. But still, we have the players of Team EQZ, guys, taking home a total of 1 winner-winner chicken dinner out of 10 matches, 81 eliminations, 33 placement points, and a total of 114 points. They have taken home the second position. So huge congratulations to EQZ all the way from Sri Lanka as well for the fabulous performance, and they had a very good dominance in the day one. But as of day two, guys, the other teams, especially Nexus, were able to overtake them. So let's see if Nexus are the champions, guys. And JLo, do you think Nexus are the champions?
Well,
Oh,
yeah, my prediction was right after all, Nifty.
yep, indeed. So huge congratulations to JLo as well for the 100 out of 100 prediction. And with that, guys, Nexus Vanguard from Bhutan have taken home the South Asian Cup back to Bhutan, and with a total of 3 winner-winner chicken dinners out of 10 matches, 80 eliminations, 39 placement points, 119 points, guys, which means that if they did not take home the winner-winner chicken in the last match, things might have been different, but it is what it is. And with that, guys, we have Jammu, Kels, Kotson, and Tobden, the champions of the South Asian Cup. Out of the 3 nations, guys, Nexus Vanguard are the true champions. And with that, guys, we are done with the South Asian Cup. And now let's move on to the next stat, that will be the MVP, guys. So even though all the teams, they gave out the best, we have the players of Team Nexus at the top, second is EQZ, and we have LOD in the third place. But let's see which player was the player, which player is the player who gave in the best performance out of all the players in the grand finals. All right, so for me, guys, I would predict Tabish to. Oh no, I think Octane might have played better in the grand finals, because I could see them going in for some more kills. So I would say Octane, but I think JLo might have a better prediction because she witnessed all the matches. So JLo, do you have any prediction for the MVP?
I think it will be in between Octane or else Caesar.
Yep, indeed. Yeah, you should give one. Choose one.
Oh, hey,
Oh!
no way.
All right. So my bad, guys. I could not witness the first 3 matches, and from the matches that I witnessed, I could see that the players of Team EQZ were dominating the scene. So I predicted Octane to be the MVP. But again, guys, when you have the PMNC MVP in the lobby, shame on me for predicting a different player, but huge congratulations to Cesar, guys, all the way from LOD, from Bhutan, taking home the MVP for the South Asian Cup. I'm not sure where he will keep all the achievements, all the MVP titles home, but for now, a very small guy, but with huge action and presence in the field, takes home the MVP, guys. So this are the top 5 players for the South Asian Cup. We have LOD Cesar, guys, the MVP with 31 massive points. Second is we have Octane from EQZ with 26 points. And then we have Flanky, guys, from Maldives with 24 points. So the top 3, we have Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Maldives. So it's a really good ranking coming in as well. And then fourth, we have Tabish with 22 points. And finally, the Clutch Master, Godson, with 26. So these are the top 5 players. And JLo, once again, you are right, I would say.
I know I predict the zones really well, just like how I'm good at with predicting stuff like this too. So a little bit of boasting over there. Regardlessly, it has definitely been a fantastic day throughout, and we did see some really great performances coming from each and every team that actively participated today. So let's keep up with the same momentum, as there's going to be more events such as this. And thank you once again, Nifty, along with the production team, for having us along. But before that, let's see overall standings. So we can see the total of 18 teams standings accordingly. This is definitely a textbook example of how competitively teams need to adhere to, and exactly, I feel like moving forward, the same dominative momentum that we'll be able to witness from each and every team. So keep up with the good work, and toodaloos for now. So Nifty, back to you.
And just looking on to the points, guys, if you can see the points difference between the top 3 teams, it's 119, 114 to 113, which means that any team who took home the winner chicken dinner would have been the champions of the SAC. But at the very final moment, like I always said, guys, when pressure is there, you have to shine bright. And Nexus, they were the one to shine the brightest, and with that, guys, we have the team Nexus taking home the SAC. So with that, guys, we are done with the tournament. Huge shout out to Dew as well for the production. Huge shout out to JLo for the casting. Huge shout out to the management, and for all the mistakes and maybe some things that we could not give in to the players. I'm sorry for that. And this was the first collab between Bhutan and Sri Lanka, but this will not be the last. So with this, guys, hoping for some more grand tournaments in the future. And with that, guys, we are done with everything. So good night, everybody. Huge congratulations to EQZ, LOD, and Nexus, and to all the teams for reaching the grand finals, guys. So good night, everybody, and thank you.
43 remaining
eliminations, but have they collected?